the fantasy champion of the world may have a problem. When we look at fantasy points this week, we take a look at the overall.
Do you think we need a female Mick Foley type character?
I'm in
WWE right now.
I wouldn't argue against it.
I would love to see
that would go over more than what she's currently doing.
Yes.
Prestigious championships that WWE has ever produced, has ever given us, tarnished, just thrown, just like that, just like that. So,
the following podcast is scheduled for one fall. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MACKDOWN Podcast. Starring any combination of the following. Introducing Mikey MacD, Mr. A.J. Mitchell, Cam, and Kimmy. It's the MACKDOWN Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the MACKDOWN Podcast. I'm, starting it off here, myself, Kimmy. We got Mr. B over there across the room. How you doing today?
How's it going, everybody?
What's up, what's up?
Got Mr. Mikey MacD.
That's me.
And then A.J. Mitchell.
how you doing? I know my camera's not working a little well, but you know what? We gonna
Technical difficulties.
Mr. Digital. And then, of course, we got Cam from, remote parts, southern parts unknown.
Hey, my camera is working a lot of well, and AJ said a little.
Well, hey,
What's
either
up,
way, we got everybody here.
Glad we back again.
Indeed.
It's going to be Dr. Robotnik episode this week.
I'm gonna try my best to get through this as I slowly move through the world.
Hey, but you sound great.
Yeah, the audio sounds great.
We need to set him up a GoFundMe on the page.
Let's do it.
Donate and buy it for him.
Well, shit, y'all. We got all kinds of shit happening this week. So to go ahead and get us rolling here, I'm going to send it over to AJ's Yard. Da-da.
Oh, it's
Da-da.
the AJ's Yard digitized.
The digitized edition.
Yes. So from Raw to Rampage and everything in between, this is your one true live and in charge edition of AJ's Yard. So Raw this week, we got to see a little bit of the Elimination Chamber preview. A couple of guys have been added, including Brock Lesnar. So we're going to see how that pans out. And we will get to see some cool matches, including the Elimination Chamber for the WWE title. And as we said, Brock Lesnar was added to that. Moving on to other championship storylines, NXT is now giving us the Braun versus Ciampa storyline remix. It looks like they're going to set it off again and branch onto that. Plus, I do think that the A-champ on the show still is Carmelo Hayes. He's definitely increasing his storyline with straight to the moon himself, Cameron Grimes. Dynamite is also giving us a great storyline over in the AEW realm with Mox and Danielson having their storyline come to fruition. Are they going to be tagged? Are they going to be going one-on-one? Only time will tell. And speaking of time telling, we finally got a little payoff to the CM Punk MJF. We'll definitely preview that. SmackDown this week was definitely one for the ages. And when we say ages, what is that saying DMD likes to say? Old Bird. Yes, we got an Old Bird versus Roman Reigns for the WWE Universal Championship match coming to you live from Jeddah as well. We'll throw a little bit of, opinion on that and how we feel about Goldberg stepping back into the ring in his 137th year.
Dude.
Speaking of the show, it looks like Adam Cole's show is Rampage because I like to call it the Adam Cole show. Once again, he was the number one reason to watch that show and explained a lot about where he is headed to in his future in AEW. We'll definitely touch base on that. And finally, today is the day that we, the MACKDOWN Podcast, will put some respect where it's due. And that is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. We have seen the disrespect of this title for months upon months. And today is the day that we're going to put some respect on it. And we're going to question not only each other, but you, the listener, as well as the WWE. Why is the IC title not featured the way it should be? The disrespect that they've done is unreal. So we'll definitely jump into that. Speaking of champions, yours truly, the fantasy champion of the world, may have a problem. When we look at fantasy points this week, we take a look at the overall scoreboard. And finally, we have our watch along. Cam's watch along was picked. We're gonna go back to the 2000 Royal Rumble, Hardys, Dudleys, table match, excitement, drama, and everything included right here today on the MACKDOWN Podcast. Back to you in studio, guys.
Back to us. I love that. That was great.
That was.
Houston, we may have a problem. Hey, you know what, though?
You definitely ain't last. That's for sure.
Nobody had a bad week. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
Like, compared to last quarter and the quarter before, nobody had a bad week this week. So
totally agree.
It'll be, we're starting off hot. And speaking of starting off hot.
If it's an 8-point difference between first and last, I'm cool. So.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. But hey, we'll get there.
Yep.
But this week, we got watch-alongs. We got all kinds of stuff going on. So, do you want to get right into it?
Yeah, let's get right into the watch-along.
Let's jump right in. Oh, you want to get in the watch-along? Yes, let's do it. All right, after that little technical difficulty, if you want to go ahead and let us know where we're at, Mike, so we can go ahead and get everybody set.
All right, cool. So we're watching Hardy Boys versus Dudley Boys, Royal Rumble 2000. Probably one of the greatest Royal Rumbles, if not the greatest Royal Rumble of all time. So
we're top to bottom with the card, yeah.
Yeah, from top to bottom. So it's season 13, and we got it paused at 12 minutes 4 seconds. So we are going to go ahead and count this bitch down. Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. All right, here we go. They're panning the crowd, the full-ass crowd. Well, not really, huh? Look at that section.
They're all still getting popcorn and shit.
See, I love Madison Square Garden because they always do something different for the entranceway, whether it's like the bricks like this or like they'll have it from the side with the big video board on the side, kind of small. You know what I mean? These Dudley Boys right here are, man, one of the greatest of all time.
It's got to be, right?
Some may argue the greatest of all time. What do y'all think? Cam over here in the background got he in a skyscraper. I like it.
Bro, Bubba's facials are always so like underrated.
Yeah.
His whole career.
He's great promo too, man. He just knows how to get heat.
Matter here. But Bully Ray was legit.
It's crazy that Vince never really, doing the whole bully gimmick, because apparently he came to Vince and wanted to do the bully gimmick in WWE, where he starts off as a mega heel and then, learns his ways, so to speak, you know what I mean? And then he could go speak it like those be a star, don't bully bullshit. He's like, play that whole character, but Vince didn't want no part of it apparently, so.
Vince is just a douchebag.
Yeah.
But yes, I do.
100%
I
true.
think, do you personally think this is the best version of the Dudleys, or do you think there's
No, ECW 97.
Yeah. I was thinking ECW
in 1997 would probably be my favorite Dudley Boys, because dude, on the mic, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I was gonna say they're a little more tame here.
The ruthless crudeness of what they said, dude. They would try to start riots and shit, man.
Definitely.
Tie-Dye Dudley was insane.
Yeah, the tie-dye Dudleys were my favorite. The camo Dudleys not a huge fan of, to be honest with you. And then here they come.
The Hardy Boys. Oh,
And we're getting it
Monster
started.
Pop.
I was going to say, they don't
Monster
even
Pop.
let them get to the ring. Let's go.
Here we go. And they're flying around like crazy too, man. And you know what's? I think that the Dudley Boys style works so great. Even the Hardys, in these like hardcore matches are like tornado tags, basically, where there's no rules. Everybody can just kind of be everywhere. It just adds an element of excitement, you know. That
Okay.
a normal.
We're what a minute and a half into this match. They're like, get a table in the ring. Fucking do
Yeah,
like they are
right now.
like not fucking around, dude. They're like, let's go.
Now, is this still like a pinfall match, or
I think so, dude. Yeah, but they just have a million tables.
Yeah, they just beat the shit out of each other the whole time. Oh my god. I don't like that shit. It makes me nervous when they do shit like that.
Great
what-
timing, though.
I know. Like, what if he comes down on that?
That's,
Damn.
I mean, at that time in 2000, like that was a very creative spot.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Damn, was that the concrete? Holy shit!
Yeah, he just flew the fuck out. It's amazing how he can still do what he does, man, and his hips just aren't completely wrecked. You know, from diving outside and landing on his hips, swantoning off the fucking ladders and shit.
See, this is what I loved about this time in wrestling is that these dudes were just willing to kind of give their bodies up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
put on,
D6 for sure.
Like
the
the best
TLC
show.
6.
Yeah, dude.
oh, chair shot right to the head?
That shit don't age well at all, man.
Oh, now he's gonna lay him on the
Dude.
table there.
Oh,
Wow.
Table to the
Hey,
face.
the Hardys,
no.
the Hardys could swing the shit out of a steel chair. Ask Brock Lesnar.
Dude.
So he just
yeah.
he just got hit in the in the face with a table as well, right there.
Yeah.
And then Bubba takes it to the back of the head with the leg.
Dude. Yeah, these chair shots back in these, it's hard. Man, it is hard to watch.
Yeah.
Like, just that one right there, I'm like, oof. But and then imagine watching Mick. It's like, oh my God, no.
Yeah, we did say no to that.
Cam was asking about the ones that got picked as far as videos, and I told him, I was like, the first one that came out was Mick and Rock at Rumble. And he's like, why the fuck would y'all watch that? And I was like, no, we didn't. We didn't.
That's an AJ doing. Yeah.
Oh, look at AJ. He's where are you at? He's in Dr. Robotnik's office for real.
He's in Cam's
Yeah.
fucking scientific laboratory.
They moved the table
Yeah.
again.
So I wonder if they go through the table. That's the end of the match. Yeah?
I don't know because I thought they go through quite a couple or quite a few.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why he was moving it, like not just to protect his partner, but
No,
because
it's
it's like
a tables match. So
So if they
If
go
y'all
through a
don't know
table, that's the end of the match, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Do you remember the ending of the match, Mike?
I do.
Vaguely, yeah, but it's just like, but I remember, I know that there's a power bomb spot through a table outside the ring, and I don't think that ends the match. Unless the match was already over.
Oh, on the neck, yo.
yeah,
on the
this shit
throne with
is
the
so
ladder.
yes,
Oh,
thank
not
you. I'm
again.
like this shit is so reckless. Good God,
Oh,
the back shots. I don't,
Yeah.
like
Hey,
I'm
and
sure
he-
those hurt.
That's
but-
gonna hurt, but it's not gonna be deadly.
And these guys loved each other.
yeah, dude, still do.
Yo.
That's why they're so good at it.
Well, they always say, man, like you're gonna hit your friends a little bit harder than you would. Oh, dude, God damn.
There's the God bully. And bully old school as they come.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
That shit, man.
ouch is what it is.
They got the Home Depot ladder and shit. I hear you.
Yeah, this is back when they didn't fucking
Paint 'em.
gig the shit either.
Yeah,
That's a real ass prong and shit.
Oh, he hit the fan in the front row. I love it. Deep on with the elbow.
Oh, with the elbow. And then he dies 2 minutes later.
Oh my God.
Oh!
Oh my God, he hit his fucking head.
Jesus.
Good Lord.
This shit was not happening except for in ECW before this. That's why I love the Dudleys, man, is they brought that ECW with them. Like, they never really let ECW die. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like this was started. This is what kind of led to the TLC later, a couple months later at Mania.
Well, yeah, because they had
Max.
the...
Dude, they're really laying it into each other.
Yeah,
so he
especially
went
on
through the
God,
tables,
Meanwhile.
so obviously the match is still going. So that's
So it must be a
Yeah,
yeah,
pinfall.
it's a
pinfall.
street fight.
Yeah, he
Dude.
came down right. Oh my god, this shit is wow.
It's crazy because when you see this shit, you're like, damn, they don't do this no more.
No, they're definitely way more protected for sure.
But yeah, I
But yeah,
think
this has definitely got to be a street fight because he just put him through the table. So
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I think too that like you said, Cam, because a little bit before this, they had the ladder match with Edge and Christian with the Terry Runnels Invitational or whatever the fuck it was.
That was a great match.
And then there's this one, and then they all three kind of start.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah,
Those chairs do not look like they're the light ones either.
They look like
Jesus
regular
Christ.
fucking chairs.
Bubba blown sky high, y'all.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
Lord.
Oh my god.
He missed it.
Jesus Christ.
Mike, we hit that in unison, bro. We hit the hand
Dude.
in unison.
Wow.
Chair shot. Oh, to the
Oh,
back.
to the
of
back
the
of the
head.
head, dude.
Oh, my
That's that
God.
receipt.
So he missed that one, and then he missed that one. So neither Hardy has a tailbone.
that is.
Now I see
Bro,
why
they got
Matt
tailbone-
walks
they
the
got
way he does
tailbone
now.
steel.
They're just throwing their bodies around is like crazy.
Dude, they
Hey, the ladder spot at 15. That's the ultimate tailbone spot ever, though.
Oh yeah, when
Yeah.
he flipped. Yeah, when he flipped off of it.
Because his neck is the only thing that caught Bubba.
Oh, look at this crazy
Oh
shit.
God.
Wow.
Oh,
This is,
Bubba Bomb.
this is literally nonstop crazy.
So Kimmy, it might be. Y'all never seen this match?
I
No,
personally
I
haven't.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh.
It's amazing.
When is this? 2000?
Yeah, 2000.
Yes.
2000.
Look how young Bully looking right there.
He looks like he's
Couldn't
concussed.
get these back then.
It's 100 pounds lower than Bubba too.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
about like
he's
250
slim.
here.
He was 400
Bubba,
pounds in ECW.
Bubba put in a
dude.
lot of weight, like changing his body too, because he got smaller than this in TNA.
Oh,
Dude,
wow.
he was pretty
for his
jacked in
title run.
TNA. Yeah, he was in good shape.
But you remember like 400-pound Bubba, like crazy.
Yeah, diving out of the fucking dude.
Could
Crazy.
you imagine that landing on you?
No.
That's what I mean.
No.
Bro, he just came out the ring and landed on Jeff.
That's crazy, dude.
And if he missteps right or left right there, Matt catches the bottom of the stairs.
Yep.
Hard.
Right on the kidneys.
Well, they're definitely getting better of the Hardys in this fucking match, that's for
Oh,
sure.
now we got a blue chair. Oh, don't hit him in the back of the head. Come on, man.
No, just the
Crack.
front.
Oh,
The
dude.
top of it too.
God damn.
He's bleeding. Is he bleeding?
These don't bother me that bad. Just because I know they're good right now.
They made it through.
they,
It's
Cam?
okay.
Well, Mick made it through
Yeah.
too, but you know.
Did he though? Did he?
Yeah, he's alive, running around,
Yeah, playing Santa Claus.
doing stand-up tours and shit.
He does do that.
Who, me?
Yeah. Dude, this is I don't remember how long this match was. It couldn't have been too long.
No,
Just with
it's
all the
coming up.
carnage and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Somebody
they hadn't
go-
been in the ring hardly no time. But
Who's
you
the
can
dude
tell,
that keeps
like,
handing
the
them
psych-
tables?
I know, right?
The psychology of this was like, hey, we got to go out here and steal the show.
Stomp his nuts, bro. Damn.
It's the Nutcracker.
Jeez.
Oh, there's 3 tables now.
Yeah, they
Who's
have
that
a
helping
table assistant.
Yeah, they got like a table assistant over there. That's Table Dudley.
Yeah.
Table guy Dudley.
Hey, it looks like Alfonso.
It did.
Oh,
I thought it was
Alfonso was
Heyman
never
at
that
first.
big.
Dude, the fans right there. Look at this.
Look at the guys in this. Well, here's the cool part. See that entranceway? You can walk through that part right there where they're fighting
Yeah.
as fans. When the matches are not going on, that's how you get to your seats. You gotta walk through that. Yeah. So back in these days, when you used to go to the shows, some wrestlers would come in that area when they would leave the ring, and you would just be standing there like just high-fiving them right next to them and stuff.
Dude.
Can't do that these days.
High security. Yeah, hit him with that padded chair. Like, God. Man.
They'd be like,
Oh,
you
and there's-
bitch.
Oh, and there's
the
a
one
little
guy
table
who
up there.
passed away up there. God rest his soul.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that dude right there on the left.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh, he's about to fall forward into those tables. That dude's huge. First of all, who is that?
That was their security
That's
guy.
Damn.
Security guard. Yeah, he was
How
the
did he
head
die?
guy.
Oh, not again.
Oh.
Push him off. Oh, he's gonna fall.
Oh, that was a nice bump.
That
was
was
a very nice
bump.
perfect. Yeah.
It looks so devastating, but it really breaks the fall. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
having the two tables.
Oh,
on
and they
top
still
of
got
each
one
other.
more left.
Oh, and he stomps
Fuck
on him
your
as
shit.
he's walking. Oh, that's
Well,
his
shit. He's
face.
like, you just stomped me in the nuts.
Oh my god, this is
Oh,
happening.
we're just gonna use one table for Jeff. Yeah, because Jeff's body doesn't matter.
They don't give
Yeah,
a
he's
shit. He's
lighter.
like, whatever, fuck it. Look at
What
the
is he,
shot
like,
though.
160
Yeah,
here?
it's great.
Yeah, this
Oh
is that
no,
iconic shot.
he's every bit of 220 right there, if not even
Jeff
a little
Hardy?
bit. Yeah, just a little bit
Yeah,
less.
Jeff
maybe.
Hardy's the heaviest.
Look at Devon selling.
Oh, so yeah, he had to put both of them through the table. So it was a tables match.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
yeah, okay. So both of them had to
We
go through the
scared
table.
you.
Oh, just
Here's to dump your ass over. Like, come on, let's go.
And then they got to what? Get in the ring.
no, just
Is
to
that it?
celebrate, I guess.
I was gonna say I don't have the sound
Look at,
on, so I
look
don't
at
know.
Teddy Long.
I'm assuming
Look
they
at
rang
Teddy
the bell.
Long.
That was a great match, and no blood. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
is
Him
Jeff
dumping
Hardy's
his
dead.
ass over to the fucking ringside is funny. to
Jeff
me.
Hardy's like, can I get a wheelchair, please?
He's like, my back, dude.
Yeah, this shit right here is
Crunch.
that was,
Yeah, that was
perfectly done.
Hey, Devon and Bubba laying there like Lloyd and Harry from Home Alone. Harry.
Great. Damn.
Look at that. That shot from behind was definitely iconic with the
Yeah.
Yeah.
WWE with the cab coming down and stuff. I like that.
Oh, they're holding hands. It's so cute.
He's like, we did a good job. You did a good job. I did a good job.
Damn. He's got a fucking shiner too.
Oh, just hit yourself in the head again, bro. Jesus Christ.
Oh man, what's that sticking out like that? That metal piece.
That's
Jesus.
a part of the table.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's that plastic that goes around the edge of the table.
Oh, gotcha.
All
right,
then
so
we got a
good.
shot at
Let's
Kurt
turn
Angle. So
this
that was
off
good,
here.
guys.
That
Very
was good. Thank you for
Nice.
throwing that in the bucket because that was
Damn, dude.
That's
Carnage.
Very
Carnage.
Good, very good match, Cam.
very good.
Very good.
Cool.
Well,
Nice. Well, let's get
Well,
into
cool, guys.
the week that was.
yes.
The week that was wrestling from Raw to Rampage and everything in between.
Sports entertainment.
Pro wrestling as far as AEW is concerned.
Yeah.
Well, we'll start it off with the show of the Immortals, and we're not talking WrestleMania. We're talking Monday Night Raw. So, as I said before in the preview, Raw had a lot of preview for the Elimination Chamber match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Bobby Lashley will be defending the title against Austin Theory, Seth Rollins, Riddle, Brock Lesnar, in a 5-way Elimination Chamber match.
Is
Or-
this Brock's
no, there's
first
one more
Elimination
person.
Chamber match?
I
6
believe
way.
so.
It's not a
Yeah.
5-way.
AJ
It's
Styles.
6.
Yeah, 6. And who's the last person? AJ Styles?
Austin Theory.
No, I said Austin Theory. AJ Styles, I believe, is the last
It's
person.
it's Bobby,
After that.
Brock, Seth, AJ Styles, Austin Theory, and Riddle. That's your
Right.
6.
That's your 6, and it's for the WWE title. Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar's first, as you said, Mr. The MD. What are you guys' thoughts on how this is going to turn out in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia?
Obviously, Brock's winning, right?
Obviously.
You know
Obviously.
what I think I don't know, dude. I think it's setting up to, like I said last week. WWE likes to pause play. So that's what they're doing now. Is they've paused Roman and Brock for the whole Rumble shit, just so they can boost their fucking whatever. And then now they're like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and press play back on Brock and Roman.
Yeah.
So Brock's gonna win. They're gonna go and they're gonna do the title for title shit at Mania. Like it just obviously it sets itself up for that. They've already kind of put it in the ether, and now they're going to make it a real thing. So
Yeah. I do
it's
think
just
it's going to be
unfortunate for
entertaining,
Bobby.
though.
Oh, it's going to be entertaining. I just,
Hey, Lashley can't complain. He's a 2-time WWE champion right now. That's respect on that name right there. All day. Happy Black History Month, too, for all my chocolate brothers and sisters out there. And like I said, Bobby Lashley, 2-time WWE champion. That's a good look for him. And I feel the belt, will eventually make its way back around. But with Roman, being, and I'm predicting so far in advance. I'm going all the way to WrestleMania here, with Roman going to finally have the dominance and being both the WWE champion and the Universal champion. I mean, he's going to be the WWE Universal World Heavyweight Champion. That's bigger than life itself.
The Universal World.
I don't think they're actually gonna. I don't think they're gonna combine them.
No,
after what's been happening, I think it'll be like two belt Becky or
two belt Becky, yeah.
two belt Bailey or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like they'll just be represented on both shows now, you know what I mean? So
Carry around 2 belts.
yeah.
And then how do you take one off to someone like, oh, I challenge you specifically for this title that you have?
That's
Well,
what happened
but
with Becky
who would want
Lynch.
to do that though? You know, I'd be like, I want both titles. I
Well,
want to
yeah,
challenge you for
because I
both.
mean, in boxing,
You
if
got
you're
both? I
the
want both.
unified champion, like you have all the belts from
Yeah.
all 3 or 4 or whatever, like
Yeah.
companies that there are, and then once you're the unified champion, you just fight for the unified, championship.
So you just give away all 3.
Yeah, and then if you don't defend your title in so long, then they'll strip you of that title.
Yeah.
Like WWE should do to Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
Well,
But
we're gonna get to that. We're definitely gonna get to that.
I mean, we can jump right into it if you want.
Well, let's just kind of sum up our week here.
All right.
So, as we said, Brock Lesnar's being added. Brock Lesnar's definitely going to win it. Shout out to a couple of people added to that. Austin Theory, Riddle. I think those 2 young studs are getting their 15 minutes here. You stepping in the ring with Brock. And when you step in the ring with Brock, that's the ultimate testament. That's the ultimate testament for any superstar to have to build up to. Can you
Brock
step in the ring
He's
with Brock?
he's the ultimate
with Brock
boss.
still there?
Yeah.
He is the ultimate boss. He is that last level mofo.
They
If you
will.
can't,
No, go continue. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, and if you can't beat Brock, and if you can't step to Brock, if you can't make it look like you belong in there, you need to get the F out.
Yeah, bye-bye,
yeah,
Austin Theory.
yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, dude, Austin
So-
Theory is like, which one of these is not like the other
Which
type
one
of
of
shit.
these
Yeah.
is not like
Well,
the other?
you know
Austin
what? You gotta
Theory.
you gotta give him a try somewhere. If Vince feels like this
Yeah,
is
like
his
the
guy,
Intercontinental.
He's-
Just put him in there. Just throw him in there with everyone
Yeah,
else.
dude, start him with the IC. See, that's what I'm saying. Vince wants to try to elevate everybody to the tippy top of the card, but then he
Automatically,
does that,
yeah.
but then they'll lose. Like, it
Fizzle
just
out.
becomes a 50-50 bullshit.
There's-
Just let him fucking slow burn. Just
no
give him the
build-up.
fucking
There's no
Intercontinental
build-up,
belt. Let him get a fucking solid ass fucking, reputation with that. And then once he loses, now we elevate him up to the world title picture. Now he's established. Now we don't look at him as just some fucking goof that takes selfies and shit. You know what I mean? Because that's all I see him as right now. He's a
Right.
great
We've
athlete.
got-
I'm not taking anything away from him in ring, but story-wise
Storyline.
and yeah, character-wise, it's just like, dude, you do not fit in this spot right now.
Yeah, I
well,
agree.
with Sammy and is it Sammy? I'm pretty sure he's kind of they're angling him to the IC title.
Yeah. Oh, they
So-
said in 2 weeks.
Yeah. So why not
Yeah.
put Theory against what's his
Damien.
name? Damien, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a great
yeah,
program.
that'd be a good. That'd be
Yeah.
a great
I would
program,
like
and
that.
it would definitely work. I would watch that program.
Yep. Same.
So,
But
so
it's a
definitely. So-
slow burn. Like, we don't need everything right fucking now. Like, chill,
Well, that's the WWE model.
Relax.
They want to give us everything that they could possibly give us all up front, right there, right now in your face, and then take
Everything
it all
they
from
want.
you, make you think you forgot about it, just to put it back into fruition.
It's terrible.
So, Brock Roman is a clear example of that. Speaking of clear example of them continuing doing that, I don't know if you guys are done with Raw. I know
Yeah.
we're trying to speed.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
Ronda
speed through
came
the
back.
week
Lita's going to challenge Becky at Elimination Chamber
Yeah.
for the belt.
Lita's
So
gonna chant, right. So we're gonna have an old school versus new school versus Y school is in session type of shit. So we'll see where that takes us. I mean, WWE does like to do the replay, as Cam likes to call it, Monday Night Replay.
Yeah.
It's definitely a
Monday night
constant-
rematch.
yeah, Monday Night
Well, there you go,
Rematch. That's
Monday
all
Night
they do.
Rematch. Yes, so they constantly do that. I mean, with the exception of all that being added, there are an NXT trying to give us that Braun Ciampa storyline again. I don't know if you
No,
guys
they're not.
are...
I don't think they're trying to give us Braun and Ciampa. They're trying to basically, they're going to continue with Braun and the Legado del Fantasma thing, and then maybe you get Ciampa after that. But they're going with Santos Escobar and Braun right now. That's the story for the world title.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
I think that's gonna
Ciampa
be
just was there as like a respect thing to kind of help have his back against the 3-on-1 type of thing. He kind of stepped up and was like, I got you back. Like, I respect you type of shit. So, if anything, to me, it just made me feel like Ciampa is going to go full babyface now. Like, he's just about to start a full babyface run and then onto the main roster.
Yeah, I was
to
going
be
to say,
honest
do you
with
think he'll move up to the main?
I mean,
I
I
do.
think he needs to.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
he's
think he
ready.
needs to be in NXT no more. Even if it's not with WWE, he shouldn't be in NXT no more.
Yeah, it's time for him to move on. Like, they've killed the old NXT. He was like the king of that. He was like at the mountaintop. Like, he's on the Mount Rushmore, right? Is he on the Mount
Of
Rushmore of NXT? Ciampa?
Ooh, you got so many.
It's hard to
people
argue
that
him
you
off, though,
put up
right?
there.
You got Seth. You got
Roman.
Well,
I don't know about
count
Seth.
as,
I don't count Seth,
Seth,
yeah.
maybe.
because I think longevity. So I would
Yeah.
say Finn, Bailey.
Adam Cole has to be on there, bro. He
Adam Cole,
dominated.
But I mean, I would go Finn, Bailey,
Gargano, Ciampa.
Gargano, Ciampa. Yeah.
When you think of
That's
NXT, that's the people you really think. But then you got to. What about Samoa Joe, bro? Like,
No, Joe
Yeah,
wasn't there
just-
long enough.
No,
And
he
Finn-
made a big. It's kind of like KO, same thing. Like, they made really big
and
impacts
Nakamura.
when they were there, but they moved on so quick. You know what I mean?
yeah,
We're
who
talking.
stuck around and kind of.
Yeah,
Listen, Finn and Bailey legit put NXT on TV. Without Finn and Bailey, they don't go to USA.
you don't think so?
No, because they were the ones that were touring, selling out the house shows for NXT, and they were down there the longest.
We're talking
Yeah, they
about
were
old
almost. They
school
almost
Bayley.
became coaches, man. Like, I know
They
Bailey got
were. They
offered
were
that
producing.
position.
They were producing
Yeah.
shows. They producing matches and shit at house shows.
Yeah,
Bailey used to post pictures all the time, like at the gorilla position with the headsets on and everything.
I love the fact that Hunter lets them do that.
Yeah.
I love the fact that Hunter lets them, like, if they want to get involved in that aspect, Hunter's like, cool, fucking come on, here. You want to jump
Correction,
in?
Mike.
Here you go.
Not no more though.
Correction. Did.
Well, excuse me.
did.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. You're
There you
right. You're right. He used to do
Has to.
that when he was there,
And
but
then Vince find out and he's like,
God
we're done
damn.
with this.
I think Vince is
I mean,
trying to
I
sell
wonder
it, bro.
how much Vince actually knew what was going on in the background
Not a lot.
during that time. you
Not a
know?
lot. I guarantee you, he
No,
didn't
he
watch
wrote it
NXT
off.
at all, dude. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
he
like,
wrote-
"This
he
is your
wrote 'em off.
baby. You do whatever you want to do with it." But that was the problem, because then when Vince would call motherfuckers up, he's like, "I don't know who you are. I have no idea who you are. I don't know what you've done on TV.
I just know your sales on our website are really high. And
yeah."
I'm gonna
And now
move you
you're
up.
a gladiator warrior. That's who you are now. All of a sudden,
Or,
or you're a bear cat. Yeah,
Bearcat.
yeah, yeah.
That's what.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
Bearcat.
Bearcat.
Oh my god. Well, here's the deal. You know, Vince didn't pay attention to NXT until NXT saved his ass from what happened when they went over to Jeddah that one time and got screwed, and then NXT had to come and save SmackDown. And then NXT pretty much took over Survivor Series. And then they realized that NXT was almost competition to the
Dude,
main
Adam
roster.
Cole beat Bryan Danielson clean. Or Daniel Bryan, I should say.
At the
Clean
time, yeah.
on TV in the middle of the ring.
It all comes down to the fact that NXT, and not their fault, because everybody got taken that was names, but they lost a year straight in the ratings. That's what it comes down to. They lost a year straight.
Well, I mean,
Vince was like, enough.
can you really expect
No,
NXT to
it's not their
compete
fault.
with AEW in that sense? Because this is a
No.
WWE created thing. They decided to go on Wednesday night after.
Right.
Well, they got the word that they were going to be on Wednesday, and they shot their first shot.
Yep, they definitely did.
So I don't know, dude.
And they took all,
But
and
they never-
took main
they never-
eventer after main eventer after main eventer from NXT.
Right.
So it was just constantly hurting themselves over and over and over.
They
and over
they
again.
never presented NXT though as like a primary show, because if you were to put NXT in the same arenas as fucking AEW was running with the lighting and everything, dude, they would have killed them.
Mm-hmm.
They would have killed them. Give NXT that 10,000 seat arena or that 5,000 seat arena even.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And watch them just
A little more
fucking
production value.
flourish. Yeah.
Now they just have fake fans on the screen.
Yep. Now they got fake fans
Now they
in a
fake
studio.
fans.
Fucking.
It's
great.
yeah.
It's great.
Well, like I said about NXT, in my opinion, the champion of that show is Carmelo Hayes, and I'm really looking forward to him versus Cameron Grimes. I think that's going to be a great program. I do feel like at the end of the day, Carmelo's going to go over. Cameron doesn't need that title. Cameron Grimes doesn't need any championship at this point, because Cameron Grimes is officially established, in my opinion, as a major role player in NXT or even in the main roster.
I
Uh,
think this is his transition out. I think this is his transition program out of NXT.
to the main roster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I could
because
definitely see
Vince
him on
wanted
the
to
main
change his look, and I guess he likes his character. So
Yeah, stock
Yeah,
market.
I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Vince is all about promo.
yeah,
Anybody that has any type of success promo wise gets called up immediately.
to the moon.
So- and just think about that, with the establishing of the new next generation, because that's what we're pretty much doing here. You need people like Cameron Grimes, you need people like Braun Breaker to help out with the Austin Theories and the Wallers, to bring them up together, so to speak, for them to do that 2002 transition where Brock and Randy and Cena and Shelton and Batista and Randy, how they all came up at the same time, but was put all over the place, and eventually came together. But they all knew each other. You know what I mean? They were
Yeah,
all
and
cool with that.
but that's
You know,
the
most-
problem right now is NXT doesn't have but maybe two of those, and not even. We're talking,
Well, I mean,
on a scale from them to now, it's like those guys all came in just gangbusters. You know what I mean? All Hall of Famers. Like that shit'll never happen again. You know
No.
what I mean? That many talents to come in just like that, and
well, I mean, dude, you got to look at it this way. Cena almost got fired. Randy was a freaking hothead who couldn't control his temper and was almost let go a couple of times.
And his behavior too. Like,
His behavior-
right. But he's
couldn't stay out of the
undeniable.
streets.
That's why he's stuck around. He's like the modern era Shawn Michaels. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
And it's
Oh,
a different
well,
day and
yeah,
age as
100%.
far as the environment backstage and what they're allowed and not allowed to do. Like they
Right.
bring them,
It's changed a
they
lot.
don't bring them in and let them flourish. They bring them in and try to change them completely, even
Yeah.
though we're already used to what the fuck they're doing. So
Right.
hashtag
and-
change back Piper's name. Anyway,
Yes.
Yes, please. Like, I don't know what do and drop are together. It sounds disgusting.
You got to do it though.
And-
you got to do.
You gotta
You got to
drop.
do it. Do the drop.
Do the drop.
Do the drop? Do I do the drop?
Is she the
How do I-
drop? Is there a drop?
What drop am I doing?
What are we
and-
doing
and how-
exactly?
How
Yeah.
how exactly do I drop it? Do I drop it like it's hot, or do I drop it,
I'm just saying they just
don't know.
rebrand shit too much. They don't say like they did previously. They weren't going, "Oh, hey Becky Lynch in NXT, you're Becky Lynch," but now that you're in the main roster, you're someone totally different. They didn't do that.
Yeah, you're Waffle House waitress.
So let's just
WW.
hope that when they move people to the main roster, they
Wow.
don't just fucking dunk their heads underwater and fucking kill them to death.
Well, I think that they are going to keep the same character now because it's Vince's thing. So now, whoever we see on NXT when they
I
move
mean-
up, they should be that same person.
I don't know. They changed Walter mid fucking.
Well, he's
That's
in
bec-
an
because
NXT.
that's
true,
what he's
too.
grooming him to be. He wants to groom that character
It's weird.
so that when that character transitions to the main roster,
We'll know him as
Gunther,
Gunther. Yeah,
yeah, we'll know
it's
Gunther.
terrible.
We'll see.
It's god awful.
I think ultimately what it just comes down to is we view it something completely different than what Vince views it, and
Yeah. Well, that's
It's
how
gonna
we've been
get- we're
programmed,
gonna
though.
get-
You know?
yeah, and we're gonna get we're gonna get what Vince wants, which is developmental.
Yep.
Anywho,
He
I'm
wants
ready for him
to,
to
he
move
wants to
on.
groom him from birth. This is pretty much the Vince classes that were backstage previously to when NXT was first established and when they were starting to move towards the NXT thing. When people were taking promo classes and stuff, and Vince was there and had that one-on-one with them. But this is a different Vince McMahon now. This is a Vince McMahon who will break every bone in your body
Yeah.
if you come back with a loss.
Yeah,
So.
old ass Vince McMahon's gonna break bones, right? That's believable.
I'm surprised you could even understand what the fuck he said.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of moving on, let's move the fuck on from NXT.
Well, speaking of moving on, fine. Let's blow it up with some dynamite here. AEW's first program, of course, on TBS on Wednesday nights. This week we got Mox and Danielson showing their storyline. I know Mike is thinking it might be tag team. Some others
That'd be
thinking
awesome.
it might be singles. What are you guys thinking?
I would love to see him tag. To be honest with you.
What gives
Yeah,
you the
that'd be
impression
fun.
that they're going to be like a tag, like a?
Well, I don't know if you guys seen the promo or not
I
between
didn't
them.
see the promo,
So
no.
so after Mox's match, Bryan Danielson came into the ring and was basically like, "Me and you together could fucking rule this place." Like, we're talking about Darby, we're talking about Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus. He's like, He's like, us, we could fucking dominate this whole fucking thing. And he's like, I'm not telling you I need an answer now. He's like, but just think about it. I'll let you sit on that. So if you haven't watched it, it would be good to go back and watch, because he basically tries to align himself and just saying, we could run this whole fucking thing. We could run this whole show. You know what I mean? We would own this entire thing.
Yeah, and I
team
wonder-
I
champions,
personally
whatever.
think it's a
Oh,
swerve.
okay.
I personally think It's a swerve. But
To
go
try
ahead.
to get him on his side to like try to double
Fuck
cross
him
him or some
over.
shit. Yeah.
That's possible.
Yes.
That's possible.
That's what I think. That's
Moxley
what I
getting
think is
backstabbed
the-
twice. Aww.
Could you see him as a tag
too
team,
trusting.
though? Could you?
I think
Well-
they would
well,
work
here's the
well
deal.
as a tag team, to be honest with you. Because look at the
Definitely.
styles. You got
Yeah.
a street
Different,
fighter and
yeah.
a technician. You know what I mean? So you can have
Yeah.
any match you want, and that's the great thing about tag wrestling. That's why I love it so much. It's just so fucking
Combination of
diverse.
styles that makes a perfect storm.
Yep.
Can you see
Well,
him as
and
tag
here's the thing.
champion?
I like the storyline that I feel, like I said, I personally think it's going to be the swerve, and the reason why I'm saying that is because of the lifestyle Bryan Danielson lives. You know, clean, refreshing, strictly no drugs, no alcohol, none of that stuff.
Clean, refreshing.
And you
Mox
know, you
is
got
clean
Mox
now,
coming
though.
off
Yeah,
of-
he just
Yeah,
got
Mox
out
is
of
right.
He just got out of rehab.
rehab.
Okay, and like I'm about to
He's
say,
like his sponsor.
right now. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna, in my opinion, the storyline's gonna be I'm gonna beat you some more with those demons to make sure that you're clean, to make sure that you're not gonna relapse and constantly throw it. It's almost that Chris Jericho CM Punk storyline from Mania. I don't know if you guys remember that from a couple of years ago, where they were having well, a couple of years ago, Jesus, longer than that, where they were having that whole CM Punk being the straight edge and. But he went to a bar and CM Punk pretty much had that whole storyline with him going into WrestleMania for the title, I believe.
Do you think though they're gonna put Moxley's recovery into the storylines in that way?
I hope the hell not.
I-
That's
Yeah,
all
I
I'm
would-
saying.
yeah.
I hope
Right,
the
I
hell
hope
not.
not either.
That'll
but you
kind
know
of,
what?
yeah, it kind of taints his. I'm not gonna say like we all know why he was gone and everything, but I don't think they need to necessarily build that whole thing into the storyline and make it all about that. Because I mean, dude, if you really are truly a recovering addict, that's probably not.
It just depends,
The
I
best way
think.
to
I mean,
I
we
think it
saw
just
with
depends on the
Sheamus.
story and what they're comfortable with. You know, if he's comfortable with it,
Right, yeah.
if you don't care, you know what I mean. Then because there's been plenty of times they've used people's alcohol abuse on TV.
Yeah,
again.
Sheamus, like he said, Sheamus and Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy, yeah.
Dude,
CM
Scott
Punk and
Hall.
Chris Jericho.
I just don't think
Scott
it needs to
Hall
be
and
about
Kevin
that. I think it
Nash.
needs to just be about his talent.
we've seen that
personally.
enough.
Well, and they can touch on it and move on from it. You know what I mean? Like they don't
well,
need to.
he kind of
be a
did
stickler
already
on it.
when he did his little promo. He kind of did already touch on it. Like, hey, we all have fucking demons. We all have shit in our lives. Essentially, you know what I
But he
mean? I
did
think
say
that's
he's
like
gonna be
enough.
Facing them. He did say he's going to be facing them, and this could be.
Oh,
that.
one of the starts of that,
Yeah.
facing all the
facing
demons.
his demons. Mm.
Well, if you think about it, yeah, because isn't that how they say the Antichrist will present himself as like well spoken, like, hey,
Your friend.
follow me, I'm your guy, type of shit. You know what I mean? And then, but
So
really,
Bryan Danielson's a demon. Okay.
but he's all
All right.
right. Well, it's too far into the weeds on that.
We'll see.
But
We'll see
yeah,
where you go with that.
There you
I
go.
like it. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see kind of how they unroll it.
Nice.
They're great storytellers anyway, so I think they're gonna do a
Oh,
good
for
job.
sure. Yeah. And they really could own the place, really.
Yeah,
They're fucking huge talents.
if they really got together, it kind of would remind me of like a Bray and Randy thing almost. How it's like one of them has sinister thoughts the whole time while they're doing this, like knowing that they're gonna fuck this dude over at the end, while the other one's like, "You're the man." You know what I mean?
Totally.
Well, it's
But
all
yeah.
about the payoff. And
Yeah,
speaking of payoff, CM Punk and MJF gave us, I guess, the first payoff that we had one-on-one. MJF went over at the end of that match with a little bit of the Warlow fuckery. Warlow in the house, the dubs up. So, with that being said, MJF has given CM Punk his first loss in AEW. What do you guys think about that? Kimmy, you're on.
I think it's perfect because I think they need to keep MJF strong, and I like that they are making him kind of still a cheater, and he's kind of still doing shady shit. I personally love it. I totally love it. I like that MJF keeps winning, even though he's kind of like a snake in the grass. You know what I mean?
he's like a shyster.
Yeah, I like it.
He is.
So I personally I agree. I like it.
Well, plus too,
as you
it
guys know, I
advanced the
love it.
storyline too.
Well, and
you
it
know what I mean?
elevates MJF and the young talent just like CM Punk wants to do. So I mean,
Yep.
it's to me,
They're doing it
all
the right
works.
way.
He's definitely ahead of his time, MJF, I feel, as a heel.
Oh, yeah.
He is my favorite heel they have in AEW. He's just so fucking real.
Yes,
He
very
presents
authentic.
himself authentically
Yep.
real asshole.
He's not afraid of the heat, dude. He'll
Yeah, he's
take
not.
it like he don't give a shit.
Yeah.
He'll, you know,
Well,
like we've
Mr.
already.
B, I
Yeah.
will definitely be getting you one of those knockoff MJF scarf.
The burr.
Definitely.
I went the ring.
The bubba. You want the,
The
ring?
ring.
Oh, you can probably get a replica ring. You probably can. That's hilarious.
I wonder if they have that. I will be checking that out, definitely. So, yeah, we got that payoff. I mean, we thought he won the match with the chokehold at first, which I was like, wow.
I thought it was clever. I thought that was clever, though.
Yeah.
And then the way it unfolded, I was like, okay, that was all right. They did a good job.
The fight in the crowd, how MJF just walked off, and CM Punk using the beers and stuff. I mean, I don't know about the COVID stuff where you can do that, but whatever. Screw it. It's MJF. Like Mr. B said, he's a nasty heel, so might as well get nasty with him.
Yep.
It was a great match. 45 minutes, Mr. The MD over there.
Yeah, dude, it was
45
long,
minutes.
man. It was a long fucking match, and obviously there was pauses in between, like after the match supposedly ended, and then they had a little breaks, but then they restarted, came back, had more fun. I'm not gonna lie, I missed the very ending of it because you just what are you gonna do, man? You got shit to do. But yeah, so I know you watched the end of it, AJ.
Yeah.
But
Willow came out,
yeah,
took care of business and handled the shit. So I got those 2 points, by the way. We'll touch on that in a little bit. But yeah, so that was pretty much the end of that show.
Although I had one thing, I had one other thing, and we don't have to spend time on it. I just wanted to state this on record. Are we supposed to really believe that Brandy Rhodes is going to fight Paige Van Zandt, a UFC MMA fighter, in a match? That's what we're doing in AEW? That's what we're doing?
Is that their call to Ronda Rousey? Is that their fucking...
Yeah,
we have a Ronda, and no, we have... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
well, we got Paige. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
well...
Okay.
I don't know. But if they're going to run a program with them, it's like, get the fuck out of here. Brandy, raised on ice skates, can't break a nail. We're supposed to think that she's going to fight an MMA bitch.
Just had a baby not too long ago.
I'm all the way out on that.
I mean...
Hey, watch Brandy win.
I was
Watch
going to say,
Brandy
maybe
get
she'll
that dub,
surprise
too.
us. I don't know.
And it'll be terrible,
Well,
too.
Paige just lost like her last 7 MMA fights,
Yeah.
for a shoot.
That's
So-
fine.
And
That's
not
fine
to
in pro
mention,
wrestling.
Brandy
You
be
can
lighting
build them
people
back
on
up.
Fire. Brandy will light you on fire. She'll light her own husband on fire.
I just hope she doesn't fight like.
He's on
Ronda.
fire.
I don't know. She's not wrestling. Ronda's not wrestling. She's just doing her style of fight in a wrestling ring.
Oh,
Right.
you're talking about Ronda Rousey?
Yeah. So I hope.
Well, yeah, that's
This
what they're
other
going to
chick's
do
not
with
the same.
Paige. Paige is going to do the same shit. She's going to come in and do a bunch of UFC MMA moves and grapples and arm bars and takedowns.
Hey, it's a whole new day and age. I guess they can do what they
Hey,
want.
I'm curious on what Paige can do in
Yeah.
AEW as far as the women's roster goes. But Brandy, dude, okay, just get out of the ring
I
now.
think
We're done with you.
She hasn't... Yeah, we're done with her.
Yeah. We don't need to see her in the ring ever again.
Bye-bye.
Well, speaking
Listen,
of never
it's-
seeing,
It
Go ahead.
goes back to Cody and Brandy want to be Hunter and Stephanie so bad.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
That's all it is.
Yeah,
And
because
she
I
wants to
mean,
go out.
Brandy's the same position as Stephanie. She's the chief branding officer. I mean, that's the same exact position as Stephanie.
And the
so.
way they do portray her on their show, like, she's kind of an asshole to people backstage. You know what I mean? Like, she's very much like...
I think it's a part of the show. I think it's a part of AEW programming.
It has to be.
I don't think. Yeah, it's a word. There's no way. And if it is real, then great. Then this portrays Cody and them to be heels, no doubt. Like, it all works. So
But you're
I
right.
just
Her
think
ability
they
against an
just
MMA
come
fighter
off-
now.
yeah, no way.
They just present this presentation that they're better than everybody in real
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and
pretty
that's
good.
and I
Just
think
call
that
himself
could
the
be a word
American
too.
nightmare. Remember, his daddy was the American dream. Dreams come true. Nightmares you don't
Do
want.
they?
So
For some people. Shit.
All right, but we can move on from Dynamite because there's really nothing else after that.
well, speaking of moving on, we thought we moved on, but then
Oldberg. Oldberg. Oh, I just fell down and broke my hip.
Oh, I just fucking concussed myself right before my match.
Yeah. Hitting the door on my way out.
Oh, I'm going to retire 57 fucking times.
Here's the only thing that I will say that I will see a positive coming out of this is Roman gets another Hall of Famer to just fucking smash. He just adds another notch to the belt of legendary figures that he's just beaten and by. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
So
It's like if Hogan tried to make a comeback in like 2012. You know what I mean? It'd be like, what are you doing, brother?
well, I mean, it's but it's cool because it's no different than like when Hogan just had monster after monster after monster fed to him. It's the same thing. They're doing this now, but it's just like Hall of Famer after Hall of Famer, Hall of Famer.
What is he, Randy Orton? Come on, like... stop.
Well, no, he's going to get Randy too. I'm imagining
No, I
Randy
know,
and
but-
Roman will have a program.
Well, I would
Before
love
it's
that
over with,
way
yeah.
better than fucking Goldberg coming out.
Yeah, same.
Like, no one even wants that. Like, and all the dude, even on WWE and all the fucking comments on Twitter, on Instagram, everyone's like, why? Throw up emoji? What is happening? Why
Yeah.
is this dude back? No one wants this.
'Cause
Like,
he
no
has a
one
contract.
fucking wants it.
He still has like
He's
what
got-
2 more matches after this one, I think, on his contract.
No,
One or
this
two.
This is his last match.
Is it really?
But yeah, it's the last match of his contract. But the story
thank God.
is he never got his match with Roman. So storyline purposes, it makes sense, but nobody wants to see it.
No.
Yeah, but let's pause the ongoing, like, storyline that's currently in play
Again,
to
with
just
the
randomly throw the Goldberg in. Like, no
they just
thanks.
need something to put on pause to kind of keep to forward the Brock thing, and they need Roman to
Right.
do something in the meantime. So
Which is what I said last week was going to happen.
right, but
I mean, who
it's
else
just
would
so
you have
terrible.
Given, who else would you have given him right here?
Seth,
you know
bro.
Roman has to go over.
Seth,
Again?
I would
You-
keep
you
yes,
gonna
I would
put
keep
him
the
over
Seth thing
Seth
going
again?
all the way up until Mania, until they figured out
See, I
what they
don't-
want to do with Seth, because then you can tell. Because if you're gonna pause it, at least give us something that we want to see, dude. Nobody gives a fuck about Goldberg and Roman Reigns, dude. Like you had.
It's just a it's just a Roman exhibition match. That's pretty much what this is. Bro.
I know, but still.
Right,
in the
but
middle
like
of
you
what they
can't
already
keep
had going
pause
on.
play storylines, dude. Like it's too convoluted,
And no
man.
one wants Goldberg back, bro. Nobody. Not a motherfucker but Goldberg.
Yeah,
Not even his
Goldberg's
son.
family.
His son's probably like, God, Dad.
You're embarrassing me.
Stop, God.
You know who they should have put in this? They should have gave Mansoor the fucking title match.
Oh,
At
shit.
his own
Wow.
time.
Fucking Mansoor.
That's kind of what
And
it
every-
seemed like they were doing,
That
huh?
would be a squash match.
100%.
Well, see, yeah, and it would just show that
For a
Roman's
title
dominance
match,
spreads
too?
all
No.
around.
It would be the equivalent of Brock and Ricochet, kind of the same.
Yeah.
Oh,
deal.
that
Yeah,
was the most
yeah,
awkward.
definitely.
What?
So dumb. So dumb.
Let's do it then. And, I mean, the crowd would boo the crap out of Roman though, because Mansoor's a hero over there.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
There you go. That's the prime objective, right?
Well,
He's,
why
he's the
not
bad guy.
do it?
You could do that with any
Having-
other talent though than Roman.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would think Mansoor would have
It's a
better
paid
story.
show, man. They want all the top people that they want
Yeah.
everybody. They want everybody. Like
They
it-
want-
Well,
they
yeah,
want
I
Ultimate
know they could still
Warrior,
do
want
that, but
Macho
they could
Man
just put
Randy
Mansoor
Savage.
with someone else. Hell, it could be Mansoor against a local.
They want
Oh.
Piper,
No.
Roddy Piper. They want them all.
yeah, they want Yokozuna, all of them. They don't even know that they're dead. Yeah.
Yeah. And of course they want a tag team match with the Undertaker.
Do you think that's going to happen? No, he's got to be done, right? He's
He
officially
said
done
he's
now.
done.
Yeah, he's not.
Let's
Taker,
hope so.
Done,
Yeah.
done.
Taker's super done. Taker's
Anyway.
doing like
And I'm
commercials.
done.
Hey, so quick question for you guys. What do you think about the whole Ronda challenging Becky versus Charlotte?
She is
Well, she
challenging
challenged
Charlotte. Ronda ended up coming out because Charlotte started cutting a promo like, well, of course you would choose Becky, the fucking undercard. Like, yeah, both the moms can go fucking have their thing on the undercard, and I'll be the main event.
Yo,
See, I must have,
Charlotte
yeah, I didn't.
killed-
I missed.
Charlotte killed with that.
Yeah, she
line.
killed that
Killed the
promo, dude.
y'all.
Because
I
that part
got
I was
the
going to
promo
say,
of
I
the
saw that, so I must have walked out and missed her coming out.
Yeah, because then Ronda came out and then basically did the whole like mean face smile all the way down the fucking ramp.
I'll
And
see
then-
you at WrestleMania, bitch.
Yeah, she told her she'd see her at WrestleMania because she's like, well, I'm gonna
And then-
choose because Charlotte was gonna choose Sasha because she's like, well, if I get
I
to
was
choose
happy
my
for that.
opponent, Sasha's
Crowd
gonna be
pop.
my opponent, you know. And then that's when Ronda came out and was like, I get to choose my opponent and it's you, so I'll see you at Mania, bitch.
And then
And then
Charlotte
awkwardly
said-
poses and points.
Yeah, the weird.
Well, they
fucking,
shut- no,
Cam,
she didn't
say
point.
the best
She didn't
line
point.
ever.
Because
Say the
Charlotte
best line.
told her, Charlotte took her belt off. She was like, well, my baby is prettier than yours. And she held the belt up.
yeah,
It's like, this is my baby, and my baby is prettier than your baby. And I was like, oh.
I love
damn.
Charlotte.
Charlotte killed it.
Charlotte
dude.
killed it on SmackDown, y'all. Like,
Yeah.
Charlotte is the truth. I hope she
Yeah.
doesn't go anywhere,
Charlotte is the truth.
Dude, according to Paul Heyman, he thinks that she's just getting started. And Roman. She's like, those two are going to be around for the next 10, 15 years, and you think they're good now. Just wait. Like, we
They're
haven't
legends
even
for
seen
real.
shit yet. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
they're definitely legends. Yeah.
for sure. They're a legend already, and they're not even done. They're not even close to being done. Pending they
I
can
mean,
say
how
healthy.
old is Charlotte now? Just in her 30s?
She's got to be like,
Mid-30s, I
yeah,
think,
probably
I guess.
close to mid-30s.
35.
Yeah.
33,
Even
30,
33, look at that.
There you go.
Look at that.
That's primetime wrestling age, dude. That's your prime time.
Not even 35 is your prime time wrestling age.
Yeah, 35 to 40, I guess, would be like your.
Yeah.
Yeah,
your prime
35.
primo.
That's your
35.
That's your
Oh,
Hogan.
so she's 35.
So is Becky.
Oh, there you go.
Sasha's
that.
30.
What?
Yep.
Damn, Sasha's a baby.
She's a baby.
Imagine 20 years you saying that. You'd be like, oh, 30 years old. She's a baby. Now that we're all older, it's like, oh, I see what all the grandparents would say when they're like, oh, you're 25, you're just still a little baby. It's like, what the fuck?
I know
Not-
Dwayne laughed at me because I said, this little kid, he's like 18. He's like, look at you calling 18-year-olds kids. I'm like, I know, fuck you. I know.
We're all getting older. Damn.
Hell yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah,
Well,
outside of that, I mean, shit. I think we'll see what happens, dude. Nobody wants to see Goldberg or Oldberg.
No.
Sami Zayn's gonna get an Intercontinental title match in 2 weeks. In 2 more weeks, he's been the number 1 contender for a month, but in 2 more fucking weeks, he's gonna get the title shot.
Dude,
So,
AJ, your text fucking killed me when you're like, wait, so, and you like ran down the whole like,
Yeah, like
all the
I don't
information.
understand how
I was laughing.
Jinder Mahal on SmackDown gets a championship contenders match, but Sami Zayn is fighting him for the title first, but Baron Corbin, who already won a championship contender match, has no championship match.
And never had an opportunity
Ever.
It's the reason why I fucking drafted the goddamn guy.
Huh?
Yeah,
it's
dude,
so
it makes no
confusing.
sense. The Intercontinental title picture as a whole in WWE over the last, I would say, I don't know, 5 years, if not even longer, dude, has just been completely shit on. 100%
So-
just completely
so
shit
with that
on.
being said, I mean, Rampage. We know Rampage was the Adam Cole show. He wants to be in
Yeah,
the title
that's
picture.
it.
He's going
Yep.
to change it up. That's
That was
about
it.
it. We already know that. So, with that being said, yes, it is time for us to give some respect where it's due. The WWE Intercontinental Championship. Bret Hart, Stone Cold, Macho Man Randy Savage, Ric Flair, Rowdy Piper, just to name a few, have held that title. Chris Jericho, The Miz. We have people who are Hall of Famers and beyond who have been the WWE Intercontinental Champion. Now we have this title. Shinsuke Nakamura, the current Intercontinental Champion, has not defended that title on television in 5 months.
5
months, ladies
months.
and gentlemen. His last championship opponent, Apollo Crews, which he retained. I, for one, am not understanding why the WWE has not respected this belt the way they should have. I've given it history. I've given the rundown. I personally love that belt. That is,
Dude, it's
my
main
favorite
evented
championship.
major shows. It's main evented SummerSlam a couple times. You know what I mean? Like that
Time out.
belt is it's
Not
the
that
worker man's
belt.
title.
You're
The
right.
title,
That-
not
Yeah.
that belt.
Yeah,
You're
excuse
right.
me, that
The
title.
championship.
Dating
title-
myself.
Ugliest
That
belt
championship has been tarnished all to fucking hell and
Do you
back,
think
dude.
them reintroducing it with a different design has been detrimental? Do you think that's
100%. Yes.
It's part of why it's gone downhill, but
Yeah.
I feel Shinsuke is a bigger part of that. I think they shouldn't have gave it back to him. I think they should have put it on someone totally different this time.
well, Shinsuke
Or
was
maybe
the
even
one
put it
that
back on
debuted that
Miz.
belt.
Yeah, it's a
That's
shitty
the
belt.
design right there.
So
It's,
this belt right here,
that's the
ladies
better
and
one.
gentlemen.
Oh, you got to keep
Oh.
your face in there.
Oh, you're gone.
Hold on,
You got to keep your face
get
in the
off
photo.
Okay, here we go. My face. So this belt right here, let's
Oh.
see if we can bring it back on there.
Oh.
Nope.
You can't
got
see
You
it.
got to turn your background off in order.
Yeah,
There
There,
you
that
go.
works. There you go.
Let's just keep it right there. So
Yeah.
this belt right here, ladies and gentlemen, the most prestigious, I wouldn't say the most, but
It's
one
definitely the
of
most.
the prestigious championships that WWE has ever produced, has ever given us, tarnished, just thrown, just like that. Just like that. Okay. So, sorry for doing the cam.
I was just
with the
about to
belt.
say.
But I don't understand, what Vince doesn't see with that title. I mean, Kimmy, could you give me some perspective on what you think is wrong with Vince McMahon?
Well, we all know that Vince McMahon likes monsters, and that's why he doesn't like the little guy. He's not a fan of the little guy. He doesn't like the mid-card guys. He doesn't like...
You don't like pro wrestling.
Well, that's a fucking fact for sure. He likes the money that comes along with pro wrestling. That's about it. That's his fucking problem, that he doesn't have respect for the business. unfortunately.
Well, and
So-
not
so
to
it has
mention,
to be
Jericho even
disrespect.
said himself that Vince McMahon told him that nobody gives a shit. Because Jericho was like, hey, I want to break the record. I want to be the Intercontinental Champion the most. And basically, Vince McMahon told him, nobody gives a shit about that title. Like,
No, it's like
nobody
no, Vince,
cares.
You don't give a fucking shit about
but it's
that
like,
title.
yeah, because actually, we care about that title, like,
A lot.
Okay,
almost as much as the
okay,
fucking
but-
world title. Like, it's on that level, dude. It's next
So
in
explain
line.
to me. So explain to me this then. They constantly on commentary always talk about the prestige of the Intercontinental Champion, the prestige of the champions. They do the same thing I did. Listed all the people who have had it. Talk about its legacy. All that in concern. That's straight out of Vince's mouth, in my opinion. When it's coming through, yes, I'm freezing like a motherfucker. Because I'm fired up right now. You know what I mean? This championship should not be treated the way it is. It is the stepping stone to becoming the icon of the business. Roman had it.
Right.
Miz had it. Randy had it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Roman had it after he had already won the world title, which I fucking hate. Like, I feel like it
well, you know
demotes the
what?
person if you come back down to the Intercontinental
It
title
doesn't,
scene.
because that happened to Daniel Bryan, and that also happened
Right.
to AJ Styles.
Right, and
who
what's
all-
happened since then? One of them's gone. The other one
Tag
hasn't
team
been
with
in a
a
tag team. Yeah, hasn't been in a title picture,
Well, I mean,
a singles
you
title
gotta,
picture
you
in
gotta
forever.
shuffle the players, man. You know, cards get shuffled. Sometimes they.
You don't
sometimes it's not.
you don't devalue somebody, and I'm not devaluing the championship, but I'm just saying that title is for next up. Once you get established as a world title guy, going down to the Intercontinental title to me is like you're punching down. You're okay, so what? You're a varsity player, you want to go play JV football? Like what?
That's exactly
Come on,
it,
man.
dude.
That's what it feels like. Like
Hey, that's the best though. Like that was the most fun.
yeah, if you're a fucking bitch made, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're not wanting to be at the top,
So
if you're a
when
varsity
AJ
player and you
when
want to go
AJ
play JV, it's like there's a problem there. That means you can't cut it on top, which means guess what? You don't belong.
Are you getting more reps in a prime spot, in a money making spot?
Ooh, I agree with that. See, that's the way I look at it, Cam. I do not look at it.
How
as
about
you
make
punch
more
down.
stars? How about make more stars?
Hey,
how about have
how about put it on the
people
right
that are
people?
next in line
They got
ready to go?
They got stars. Put it on the right people.
Exactly.
It goes back to
Shuffle it
booking.
correctly.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's been booked like shit, and they just keep bouncing that title around. Like there's no consistency. Like right, and then even right now, like yeah, Shinsuke's had it forever, but who gives a fuck? He hasn't defended it in almost half a year,
Yeah.
and he's healthy, and he's
that
you
had it
know.
elevated with AJ.
Right. That was the last time it was actually worth. It felt like the champion. The
That's only because
person
you guys are marks for
made
AJ
the
Styles.
I don't feel like AJ Styles is an Intercontinental guy, man.
Right.
He's better. He's bigger than that.
Right.
He's
Oh,
bigger
yeah,
than
no,
that.
Definitely.
Well, and I
You're
agree with the
absolutely
stepping
right.
stone
That's like
aspect.
putting it on. That's like putting the IC title on Brock Lesnar right now. It'd be like
For what? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's like, why would you
Why?
do that? He's
Right.
already established as this top guy. Same thing with Roman. You don't do that. Like, it just, I don't know, man. If you
Well, at
don't
the
have
time, it
anything for
worked.
him title wise, don't devalue him and give him a fucking single secondary title when you can just keep him in a fucking one-on-one storyline with some other dude that was a world title program, and then they fight to elevate to see who's next. They don't
If
need a
we're gonna
belt
have
anymore at that
argument-
point.
If we're gonna have that argument, then we have to have that argument about every single person. Then when they are IC champ, that they're belittling themselves. I mean, Jericho won the motherfucker 8 times after being world champ. So he was bitch made and went back down because he was IC champ. Like you can't,
Hell.
it can't be one way for some people and then not the same way for other people.
Jesus Christ,
exactly.
bro.
Oh wow. Well, everything is going
Oh,
on.
shit.
Cam, everybody agrees with you on that one. They calling in the telephone lines are
It's not
jamming
about
around.
Yeah.
it's not about the title. It's about the booking. It's about the booking of the title and it not being a part or important on creative.
And see, and
Right.
and I'm the same. Like your statement there with Jericho, I feel like he should not be going back down to the Intercontinental title after already establishing himself as the first unified champion ever. Like,
But-
why would
but
you
he
go
bounced
back to a
back
singles
and-
belt? Like, it just doesn't. To me, it doesn't make sense. Like, if you're in that scene, you should stay up in that scene. You know what I mean? And that's the problem with WWE now, and there not being any territories. Is back in the day, it always felt fresh because you would get that run, and then once you're done with that run, you're moving on to somewhere else. You know what I mean? You're going to somewhere another territory, or you're getting off TV basically on the main stage. Then you can come back. You know what I'm saying? Then when you come back, then you're elevated. You're established. But we don't have that no more.
I don't necessarily
That
think.
I mean, you even Hunter, and I'm just going to say this right now. Even Hunter did that. Hunter was a world champion and then stepped back to be an Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah,
Even with the 2-man power trip, and that was great for business, and it was great storytelling.
Yeah.
and it made
Okay, now
sense.
if the story makes sense, then
There you go.
then we can visit that. That's fine. But don't just
none of the
don't
stories
just
make
go,
sense for
oh,
sure?
you know what, Roman, sorry, you're not in the world title picture anymore. So we're gonna put you. You're the Intercontinental Champion now. Like
Can I
fucking,
talk
that's
about that
terrible. That's
story?
lazy.
What was wrong with that story with him and the Miz?
Go ahead.
That story was great.
Well, I feel there's certain wrestlers, characters that you can't do that with. But I feel there's more wrestlers in the business right now that could go heavyweight or intercontinental, back and forth, or have both. Why not? You know, but like your Brocks, your Hogans, those kind of characters you can't. I see what you're saying.
Or like a
But-
Braun Strowman or like someone like that. It's like, why put him in an Intercontinental title picture? He's way bigger than that. Like there's some people that when they step on the
Small with
stage,
that belt, didn't he?
yes,
When he
dude,
went-
everybody looks
he
small
looked
with
so
that belt.
Small.
It's the singles
I think
title.
they
It's a
need to-
secondary
yeah.
title.
I think they need to change it and make it a big. I think all the men's title need to be the same size and just.
I don't agree with that because I want there to be a secondary title. Your main title should be the big title. You know what I mean? That everybody wants. The singles title is like, we're gonna put this on you to see if you're ready for this next level.
Right.
If you can't do shit with this belt, or if you can't get over with the Intercontinental title, we probably
Yeah, you
shouldn't
can't-
make you the
yeah.
world champion because you're not going to get over. It's not going to work. And that's what the Intercontinental title's for. Let's see, like Austin Theory. Fuck it, give him the U.S. title right now. Perfect.
Yeah,
I'm
perfect.
totally
Throw
cool
it
with
on.
that.
Do what
World
they did
title
with
picture.
Carlito.
Come on. It's terrible. Like, let's not try to force motherfuckers in that primary spot just because they're young and athletic and have potential.
Yeah.
Let them fucking visit and see their potential. Then, when they're established, move up because then it just makes more sense. It feels bigger for that character.
Well, and the Intercontinental title feels insignificant because they make it that way.
Yeah,
they
nobody gives a
purposely
shit.
don't write it
Right.
in to make it
It's
significant.
a prop.
It's
Bro, I know
annoying.
It's a prop, but it's like really a prop now. It's like not even. It's like a belt buckle.
It's a belt
like-
buckle, yeah. It's not because it's not a championship. It's not
You're
a
not
title.
defending
Nobody takes pride in being that singles champion. The last one that has, well, I'm not going to say the last one. The Miz does a great job with it, and that's why he's like, to me, could be a forever Intercontinental Champion because he takes pride in that belt. Like he makes that belt something bigger than what it is. You know, same thing with when John Cena was the U.S. champ and they had the open challenges, dude. At first, I
bro.
shit all over him having the U.S. title because it's kind of the same thing. He's kind of punching down, but he took that title and that opportunity and gave other opportunities to the younger guys. You know what I mean? Older Cena finally did something with that title, valued that title, and tried to start making somebody towards the end of his career.
Pause for 1 second. Cam, you've heard it, and it has been officially recorded. Mike has said that John Cena put somebody over.
I never
And
said that he
named-
hasn't put somebody over.
Oh my!
He just said Cena must pose, and more often than not, he puts himself over.
Yeah, when it's time for him to want it, and like I said, this is towards the latter end of his career. But when Cena must pose, Cena ain't putting nobody over, bro. Cena's gonna go politic his spot till he's blue in the face.
I agree with
So
the round
many
table,
times,
so many
but-
aspects. Like, I think there are some people that can come back to the belt, and I think there's some people that shouldn't. And I think I disagree with you in saying that it devalues the belt or devalues the person, excuse me, if they're coming back down. Damn.
People keep
You owe
calling
everybody a beer.
Maybe fucking
Yep.
turn your ringer off. Crazy.
It is
person.
off.
What?
Here's the thing though.
That's why it's like I don't
Everything
get
that
it.
we want,
The fuck?
everything we want with the IC belt, like being on the next up and comer, you have it, and then you go on to bigger and better things. We had that. That's what they did with the NXT belt, and they put all the emphasis on that. They didn't do it with the IC belt, so it was in place just with the wrong title.
Yeah, you're right. That's actually a good way
agree.
to look at it.
That is a great way to look at it. The
Mhm.
NXT title is now the IC, is now the Intercontinental.
The NXT
but-
title was the next
Man.
guy, the next
I
up
mean,
and
it
coming.
kind of looks like an NXT title to me.
I mean, in the way that Vince
look-
wants to present, because like, you know, if this is the next in line, then yeah, the NXT title is valued more than the Intercontinental title right now, which makes zero fucking sense.
Totally.
That's why this company's fucking in the situation it's in right now.
I don't get it.
What situation, Mike? What situation are they in? They just recorded record
Numbers.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
The morale in the backstage is completely in the tank. Nobody's allowed to do anything except for what
morale
they're told
don't
to
change
do.
the wallet, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what does change the wallet?
You want to know why they have all that?
Firing all your talent.
Yeah, and that's why they have all that revenue, because they
Cut the
fucking
fat.
fired everybody.
Yeah,
There's
dude.
nobody to pay, so of course they're gonna have generate that money.
Yeah, so on books, on paper, yeah, they look fucking great.
Yeah, and that's what people do to sell their companies.
Exactly.
That's what they care about. That's not what we care about.
Right? They don't give a
many-
fuck about
right.
the product they put on TV
So
right
how
now.
many people? How many people did they cut? That
Oh, I'll
Over
give you a
50.
number. Yep.
no, I know how many.
64, I
I know how many
believe.
they cut. I'm not. That's not the question. How many people did they cut that it really made a difference? As far as like,
Fuck, you
you think
kidding?
it was a loss?
A
That was a
lot of them, dude. A lot of them. Keith
Samoa
Lee,
Joe.
fucking Samoa Joe,
about
fucking
10.
Tony Storm, fucking Karrion Cross, bro,
think
and
it was
Scarlett.
Karrion Cross wasn't a loss.
I think Bray
See,
was
came
you
out
just
the
you didn't
cricket.
see it because you don't know him from his indies. You don't
I
you don't.
watched his indies. I watched this shit in AAA. I watched this shit in Impact. He's not a loss.
He's a fucking huge
not a-
loss, bro. You just
No,
have
it's
to
not.
find ways to present these people. He's a loss.
The next 6 months are gonna show itself that he's not a loss.
I disagree. I disagree. What do you not see in him?
That's fair.
Because he got presented as a fucking gladiator in modern day television? That's why he's not a loss?
I mean, he was disconnected in NXT also. Like, it's not a loss. But yes, Keith Lee was a loss. They should have done something with him. I think Braun was a loss. I don't think they should have
Braun
cut
was a
Braun
huge
and Bray.
loss.
Okay, so they're
Bray's
saving
a huge
almost.
loss.
They're saving about $700,000 monthly with all those
Shit.
talent cuts.
Wow.
700,000 monthly.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that's a significant number. That's a significant number to add to your green. We're making money.
Yeah.
Look how much profit we
Right.
fucking
They're
have.
they're not paying anybody
Almost
anymore,
$10
so of
million.
course.
That's almost $10 million a year
Dude,
that they're saving and just wow.
just in talent cuts. That's it.
Yeah. And that's just their salary. That's,
Yeah,
that's-
it
Right,
is.
that doesn't include travel.
Right.
And, well, they have to do all that. They pay for all that. You have to pay for all that out
Well,
of
and
your
then,
pocket.
yeah.
So that doesn't matter.
I don't know, dude. I
Damn.
feel like they had a huge. There was so many talents misused and misrepresented that they let go that they didn't even give a chance to, man.
And Karrion Cross is a new champion over in another fucking brand now.
Yeah, and
just
say
saw
what
that
you
yesterday.
want about Zack Ryder. Look what he's doing in the Indies right now, dude. He's kind of reinvented himself.
Selling out 600-seat arenas.
Who gives a shit?
Go to the go.
Who cares?
Go
That
do
was
it.
ECW, same shit. They only had 500-600
happened to
people in those
ECW?
arenas.
What happened? What
They
happened
got
to
eaten
them?
up by the fucking monopoly, bro. That's what
Yeah.
happened. Like,
Oh,
honestly.
because the monopoly was fucking paying the ECW to begin with.
Yeah.
They were the banker.
They were.
They were the banker.
And sending
Without-
talent down there to help them.
Without the monopoly, they're closed in '96.
But
So
the problem is
Mismanagement.
The problem is that WWE, like we all know, is an entertainment sports company that puts a television show that talks about wrestling. If you want to wrestle in this business and actually have your talents prove who you are, AEW is where you need to go, and it back to the indies. If
Yep.
you want to be a superstar main eventer at WrestleMania, you need to
Kiss
put
Vince's
butts
ass.
in those seats. No, you need to put butts in those seats, generate a lot of revenue.
How you gonna
be
do
able
that
to
when you're not
talk
allowed
a
to
little
be
bit on
yourself
the-
and get over?
Exactly.
Well, that's why
if
he
you-
wants to control it.
If you
'Cause
are
he
on that
thinks he
microphone
knows.
and you're getting a reaction like how Roman Reigns is getting a reaction, Roman Reigns he can be like Hogan. Roman Reigns is not the best technical wrestler on the planet. Daniel
Right,
Bryan
and what
Bryan
sets him
Daniel-
what sets him apart from everybody else right now and from his previous big dog
charisma.
character?
He is the
He's
most
always had the
charismatic
charisma.
motherfucker on. And
He's
it's
been.
shining through more in the sense that he's taking the character Vince wants him to be and making it himself.
There it is,
He's
right
not
there.
playing Roman Reigns.
He's
He is-
allowed to do that. They are allowing him
because he's-
to go out there.
because he has the track record. He has the track record to prove that he can do that.
he
Same
also
thing with
put the
Miz.
time in.
Yeah,
he
same
went
thing
through.
with The
He
Miz.
ate shit to get there.
Right.
Oh, he ate a lot of shit.
So if people ain't getting handed to them, or want to start bitching and complaining, and then they get cut, then it's WWE's problem. Which,
Well-
yes, I'm not sitting here defending anything. I've
Their
been in the corporate
decision.
world.
Yeah,
I
fuck their
understand.
decision. Yeah, they're assholes for their decisions. I agree
Like,
with you.
like
Ken. Yeah.
it comes down to creative. That's pro wrestling. Creative.
Right,
They're
and
all-
creative needs to be able to put the talent in the correct place to succeed. They don't do that. They're
you
just
got
like, oh,
idiots
guess what,
that-
Mandy Rose, you're gonna fucking date Otis now because this bitch over here just thinks that that's a good storyline.
No, they probably were like, "Hey, Brandy Rose." She's like, "I'm sorry, what? No, it's Mandy. You don't even know my fucking name." That's the writers.
That's
And
exactly
you
what
go.
it was.
We're
Problem,
not,
Kimmy,
listen,
that's
we're
the
not in
problem.
disagreement that creative ain't
Creative
the
is-
issue.
Creative is the major issue because you got people who don't know this business.
They don't know the
writing for
characters.
this
They don't know
business.
anything about these
Yeah.
people. They're just like
That's us.
they're just like,
We're
hey,
gonna write a
we're gonna
rugby
write this
television show
story
right now.
and that's it. And we're gonna find
Right.
two people that want to portray the story and that's it. And they don't even find two people. They just go, you and you're doing this story now. But it's like,
Right.
well, this doesn't make zero sense and it doesn't do anything for my character. Like it just, and you can't even politic that shit backstage anymore because nobody's gonna listen. And that's what everybody's saying now is it's the most impossible nowadays to try to get to Vince McMahon. You know what I mean? Unless you just legit just straight up walk into his office, you're never going to talk to him. Everything gets deflected, everything gets, but when you got guys that, do just walk up in there like Roman or fucking Stone Cold or Cena where they just knock on the door and walk in, don't give a fuck. Those are the guys that Vince is like, you know what? You're going to be my guy. Because you're not afraid to come in here and talk to me man to man and all this shit. That's he's like all these people just waiting around for me to give them storylines, like, But a lot of fucking storylines are getting pitched and they're falling on deaf ears. So what are you gonna do? No wonder why the morale's down.
Yeah.
And you got producers back there who are ex wrestlers who know how to make things happen, but their hands are tied because based upon what they are supposed to be giving out. This was rated one of the worst Royal Rumbles ever.
Yeah.
And you look at people who produced it, and then you see the fact that a lot of the women didn't even want to work at this Royal Rumble because TJ wasn't a part of it. There is some drama going on backstage where
Everybody's
veterans,
frustrated, man.
And people who know this business are being smacked around by people who don't know this business because the people who don't know this business are writing stories for the people who do know this business. And they're looking at this and they're like, bro, are you serious right now? Like,
they're writing
I gotta
stories
make
for
this
Vince
work.
McMahon, bro. They're going,
Right,
what would
but it's
Vince like? This is the story that I'm going to pitch to Vince. I just want to get my story on TV. So here, take the, like it's just like a fucking like a think tank. Let's just write shit down. It's the box of gimmicks, dude. It's legit the same thing.
They're just in a
There
huge
is no
transitional
object
period,
there, man.
dude. They're in a huge transitional period. They're gonna basically, what we're seeing right now is the beginning of the end, if you want to put it that way, right? So like,
Well, see,
It
they
feels
thought
like
that
it.
in 2002, but
well, it's the beginning of the end of the WWE that we've grown up with and that we're used to, if that makes
That
any
shit-
sense. And that's why
that
there's
shit
so
died
much.
in
died in
05, Kimmy.
2000.
Well,
Yeah,
no.
I was gonna
say.
Well, here's what I'm saying by that. Here's what I mean by that. There are still some people backstage who give a fuck about pro wrestling and that are trying to bring that across on TV, but they're being so stifled, like you said. So it's almost like no different than when we switch jobs, right? Like, oh, well, they hired this new fucking manager and he wants to come in here and tell me how to do my fucking job and he's micromanaging me and under the thumb. And you're like, fuck this. I'm fucking out of here because you're just so tailored to be used to so one certain way for so long. So now that WWE is quote unquote open for business and they're like, hey Peacock, hey this, hey, just come take over my shit, just tell me what to do, just like hire who you want to hire, not who I want to fucking hire. It's such a mishmash of new and old that I think that's where all this conflict is coming from, and that why we have little bright spots in the show that are like, oh shit, that we get excited about, and then it's like, and crash and burn. Because then now we're looking at all the new people that don't know what the fuck they're doing and don't know the wrestlers or storyline. So it's a mishmash right now in WWE, which is why it's so all over the fucking place, my opinion.
I agree with all that.
So sum it up, Mr. DMD. Sum this all up for us. We've talked about the Intercontinental title. We've talked about the placement. We've talked about the people. Give us that final thought, sir. about
Honestly,
this subject.
I feel like people ain't nobody gives a shit anymore. So it's just like and it's all about complacency. They've been at the top of the mountaintop for so long, they just feel like that they can just get away with fucking murder at this point and not give a shit. And they're like, well, we got the audience. Their audience ain't going anywhere. We can literally put whatever we want on TV, and they're gonna watch it despite themselves. And so what? We're going to be more worried about our books and our fucking finances and our fucking revenues who cares what we put on TV? You know, Cesaro and Ricochet are a tag team now. Who cares? Throw them on TV. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? You know what I mean? And it just doesn't make sense. And they're not doing anything to like portray stories. Because like right now you got Roman, who is the greatest character on television right now as far as pro wrestling goes. But they allow him to be that. You know what I mean? But it doesn't make sense to me. Like, okay, so you're picking and choosing who's allowed to get over and not. But then you're going to fire people because they're not getting over.
Right.
So what the fuck are we even doing here?
Earned. It's a spot that's earned, and I agree with you.
Right, 100%. but if you're not allowed to try to earn that position, then what are you supposed to do? If you're not allowed to go to it,
I think you're always trying to earn that position from day one when you step to the main roster. It's just all about the approach.
Right, but if you're told to come out and smile and slap hands, and then the next week, like Big Show, you're coming out smiling, thumbs up, kiss babies, and then the next week you're coming out and you're like, fuck you, fans, you're a piece of shit, you're the reason why I fucking. But it's like it just does. You're being told to do this. And you know what I mean? So there's no character. There's just, here, to sum it all up, dude, there's no consistency in anything that they do in this company outside of the fact of we're going to try to make as much money as possible. Yep. And if that means cutting off our fucking nose to spite our face, then so what?
Yep.
Wow.
So,
all right.
Or another thing is like giving him weird fucking character names like Bearcat. Give him 2 matches as Bearcat, and then he's gone.
Yeah,
He's gone.
That's what I'm saying. They're like, hey, you're an established talent. Let's just change you completely. Fuck it.
Well, that is how it feels. Yeah, they bring him back like you said, and then they just fail, and then they're like, yeah, fuck you. You didn't make that work. It's like, yeah, well, it was never going to work from the first fucking place. Like, it was a shit idea to begin with. And
it's terrible because, like, we, the fans, can feel the frustration coming through the television with these characters. Am I right or wrong? When these guys are on TV, a lot of them, they're just kind of going through the motions. You know, there's a handful that actually, like you said, give a shit.
Right.
But for the most part, they're like, fuck it, we're going through the motions. You know, we're just here to get a paycheck, dude. That's all this is. You know, we're not allowed to we're not allowed to be number one unless Vince handpicks you. So we're going to play video games until you tell us what the fuck we're doing today. Oh, you don't have anything? Cool. I'm going to go eat some steak at fucking catering. Who cares?
Yeah, because it doesn't matter. Even if I wanted to go for the IC title, like, no one gives a fuck.
Yep.
So.
Yep. I mean, you got loyalists like Zack Ryder that, you know, they want to be there forever, and they're like, fuck, you know what? All right, dude, I'm done. I'm always going to be slotted as this guy. I'm never going to be allowed to elevate from this fucking jobber, you know, enhancement guy. And, you know, bye. Because once you get slided in that role, dude, that's all Vince sees you as, and you're never going to be.
Cesaro's the perfect fucking example of that because he's a powerhouse and has the potential to be so great. But they're like, "Oh, you're a tag team with him. Now with him. Now over here. Now do this. Go over here." Like he's just literally
Billy Gunn.
Oh my god,
the new Billy Gunn.
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
just missed opportunities, unfortunately. But
that's it. I mean, to sum up the week, you know, the week of wrestling, WWE's tanking, AEW is rising, so.
Oh,
well,
my final
of
thought.
tanking and rising.
Oh, no. Before you do that, I just have one bit of news about AEW. They are going to be releasing an Owen Hart figure.
I'm buying it.
Oh, I have to get that.
Yeah, I'll be buying that.
So an action figure of Owen Hart will be coming soon in 2022.
The Owen Cup is starting pretty soon, too. I think it's at the end of this month, right? End of February?
Yeah.
I think so, right?
We got to put that up on our
board. It's going to be March Madness. Definitely. Well, speaking of cool things and all things of being from top to bottom, we are now going to go into the MACKDOWN Podcast Fantasy Wrestling League. All right, so fantasy time, ladies and gentlemen. We do know that your reigning, defending, undisputed fantasy wrestling champion of the world, yours truly, AJ Mitchell, has been on top for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
but not no more.
Dun dun dun.
Have changed. Our first week and first quarter, we will go in studio live to the MD for our following points.
I mean, you didn't win, but dude, you were like second. You know.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't too bad. Like I said earlier, nobody had a bad score. So, all right. So to go ahead and recap the first week of quarter 3, we all got our new team. So this is the first full week of the new situation here. So starting off, lowest score this week, So Mr. B started off on the lowest foot, but he had 17 points. So 17 points to start off the week is not a bad score considering, like I said, the last 2 quarters.
Yeah, it's a good low score.
Cam came in 4th place with 18 points. Kimmy came in 3rd place with 22 points. AJ finished 2nd with 23, and yours truly finished at 1st place with 31.
Good job.
So I don't even know what this feels like anymore. You know what I mean? This is all new to me right now.
Yeah,
I'm leading the pack.
Man,
It's weird.
First. Oh, get it off me. Get this number 2 off me. This feels like shit.
I will say I really am happy with my first week outcome. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm solidified in my picks now. I'm like, okay, good. I feel validated. I feel like I did good, you know?
Oh, hey, one correction from last week I want to touch on real quick. So, Kimmy drafted Zelina Vega, and Cam drafted Big E. But it looks like, so of course, since you picked Zelina, automatically you've now picked Carmella because they are the tag champs.
Yes.
So they're the team. And now Big E has been officially put back in with Kofi as a tag team as the New Day. So, Cam, you officially own the New Day now as well. Because they moved him over to SmackDown. He's with Kofi now, so they are officially a tag team. Yep.
It's a new day, back to the old day, back to the new day is called SmackDown.
Yep. That's right.
Those are the only officials.
Yeah. Yep. And I was thinking about making a change to my team already after the first week.
Are you doing it?
And the only reason why I'm thinking about it is because I'm the only person that drafted an NXT wrestler, and I don't want to watch NXT anymore, so I would rather just not put Braun in and just put Jon Moxley in, because then I can just skip fucking Tuesday nights and be happy about it. Because nothing happened in NXT 2.0 is not fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should just stop talking about it, really.
I mean, I'll keep it on there for now until they go to Peacock, and then once they go to Peacock, then officially we'll take
It'll
them
be
off
like,
the board.
how about we just say talk about NXT if there's something worth fucking talking about?
Yeah, because at this point, I could care less about what's happening on NXT.
Are you going to make that change then? Officially, Moxley in your active roster, your change for the quarter?
It'll probably be a detriment to me, but I think I'm going to do it. Yep.
All right.
I'm officially making that move
All right.
today. So.
Jon Moxley moved to the active roster.
Yep.
Braun Breaker in your backup. I mean, he got you 8 points, though. Are you sure you want to do it?
Yeah, but it's fine.
Yeah.
If somebody gets hurt, then I'll put him in, and it'll be a nice little backup. So.
True story.
Plus, it looks like I'm going to kill y'all, so I got to give y'all a chance. So. If I put Moxley in,
here we go. Now I got to start.
Somewhere.
This motherfucker starts talking shit one fucking weekend. All right, here we go.
Got to get it while I can, man. I'm used to being at the bottom.
I got 18 and only had 2 matches, so I'm pretty all right.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
had some good scores, actually.
Yep. AJ had a match, and Big E had a match, and Damian Priest didn't even show up.
Yeah, you had a negative, and you still got
negative.
Damn.
Yeah, so if he showed up, who knows what happens?
I know, right?
He'll be on this week.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and change mine. I'm gonna put Drew in place of Damian Priest.
That's a good move.
Nice.
That's actually a good move because Drew's back.
Yeah.
And had I known
I
Drew
was
was back, he
worried.
might
I
have been
was
my
wanting to see
keeper, to
if
be
it was
honest with you.
just- If it was just a spot like Sasha seems to be, or if he was coming back storyline, but it looks like he's about to be on
Officially
the road to
back.
WrestleMania.
Yep.
It's a good move.
Yeah, I'm curious on where his plans are going to be. I mean, it's got to be against Corbin
I think him
and
and
them, right?
Roman at SummerSlam.
Okay. I mean, all right, that's cool. If they build up to that at SummerSlam, that'll be a good transition. Because, who's next after Brock? You know what I mean? It's got to be Drew, right?
Oh, it has to be, right?
Has to be Drew. Yeah,
Well,
unless
plus
they
that
want to go
gives-
back to Rollins.
Well, and that
which
gives
that's
Drew
fine,
the
too.
opportunity to have the whole experience with an audience because he kind of got way fucked out of that, and I think that
Yeah.
super killed it for him. Unfortunately, it killed his momentum a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
So I think
Totally.
he deserves to have that again, personally.
But that sums up the week. So, not bad scores from everybody to start the week off. I'm curious on how this whole thing is going to
I agree.
keep going. So, everybody's got pretty good teams, and it's hilarious because there was hardly no AEW picks. I think I have a majority of them. No, that's not true.
Sammy
Me,
Guevara,
I have one.
Yeah,
me
but
and
it's
AJ
on
will
your
both
back
be tied. We'll both have 2. Starting, that is.
up. Chris Jericho, Wardlow.
Hey, Chris Jericho got 2 points on commentary this week, so
Yeah, and then he got the 1 point from backstage on
Yep.
Dynamite. So
yep, sure did. So hey, if you
Sonya
get
Deville-
3 every week, so
Sonya
you'll be good.
Deville.
She got 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of where I think she'll be, unless she's on both shows, and then she'll have 6 or 8.
Six or 8. Yeah.
Hopefully she's quote unquote injured in storyline mode and the fuck off TV.
Cam's like, get me away from her.
Well, yeah, she might be because Ronda almost broke her arm and shit, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she
SmackDown.
did get put with. Yeah, she damn sure did. Well,
Oh, yeah, she might be gone.
you got Ronda. I'm just saying. And now we know
See
that
if,
she's
uh,
fighting.
she-
Now we know that she's fighting Charlotte officially. She's going to be on SmackDown. So. But yeah, so 2 moves officially. So Drew McIntyre in, Damian Priest out, John Moxley in, Braun Breaker out.
Yep.
Those are the 2. Everybody else good with theirs?
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Cool.
keep in mind as it is.
Nice. All right.
Hell yeah.
Well, outside of that, I don't really have anything else other than I know, Cam, you were talking about AEW's got a big signing that's coming up here this week. And I know
Yeah,
we were
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
going to
I
give
was just
our
wanting to
thoughts
see-
on who this was going to be.
I think we should make it very put 5 bonus points on it if somebody guesses it right.
Do you know who it is or no? It's all speculation at this point.
It's all speculation. Nobody knows.
Okay. I'm
I
gonna
have
say
a
Mia
gut
Yim.
intuition. I have a gut intuition, but I think I'm going off the radar compared to other people. So we're gonna see. Nobody knows.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and start because I went on record and said Keith Lee earlier in the show. And I'm going to stick true to that. I think Keith Lee would be a big addition, but I really feel like they need a female, man. I really feel like they need another woman wrestler. But Tony Storm's not ready yet, so I don't know who that would be. So,
It's Mia. Mia Yim.
oh, Mia, she is free. Yes.
She's gonna
Yes.
get signed for sure.
That would be awesome,
That's
too.
that's my take.
Oh, that's yours? So Mia?
I'm putting that name in the bucket.
Okay, so I got Keith Lee. You got Mia Yim?
Yep.
All right. Mr. B, you got any thoughts?
I don't know.
Gargano's out there. Fucking, I know Cross is out there. He's available.
Carrion?
Yeah.
He's
He's
the
his
champ in that other
FSW.
thing.
Yeah,
now.
but that doesn't mean anything. Kenny was the champ of Mexico and
That's true.
fucking Impact and AEW all at the same time.
yeah, Karrion Kross has hair now. That's cool.
Yeah.
I
It's for a movie
would
role,
go with
apparently.
Gargano, I think.
Gargano?
Yeah.
That's a good pick, too.
Because he could have something with Cole and that little
They can,
faction,
revisit that whole
the
thing.
Red
Where
Dragons.
the fuck is Wyndham? What Rotunda?
Oh, Wyndham Rotunda? Yeah. Yeah, it could be Bray.
What do you think, AJ?
See, I was thinking it was Keith Lee as well. But I don't know.
Ric Flair might get signed, too. Who knows?
Oh shit.
You're hilarious.
He's single, ready to mingle.
Yeah, that's true. That is true as hell.
He is. He is.
You're going to be
definitely.
throwing
Yeah,
Rolexes
yeah,
back in the
I would
spaghetti
think-
sauce.
It's either Keith Lee or Shane McMahon because Shane McMahon was
Dude,
retired.
No
no
fucking
way.
way, Shane McMahon.
I would fucking pass out, dude.
fucking.
I
No,
Hey,
he's
you
all
said
elite.
Forbidden Door.
I would
said
fucking,
Forbidden Door.
dude. Are you kidding?
If Shane
Yeah, but
walks in,
Tony has a problem of hyping shit, overhyping, and under delivering a little bit.
It's probably gonna be like that weirdo that came out. What's his name with all the face paint? That
Oh,
was...
Danhausen. They
Yeah.
already announced that he was there.
No. I know. I'm saying it's probably someone like that, where it's like we're all like, oh, it's gonna be so and so or so. It's like, who the fuck is this
Yeah.
guy? Like some random. person.
Who's your pick, AJ?
like I said, I think it's gonna be Keith Lee.
Okay, so
It's
you
either gonna
double-
be Keith Lee or Shane. That's I'm leaving it at that.
So,
Alright.
for me, I'm going off the grid a little bit, but he was name dropped. I think it's Josh Alexander.
Oh, he was name dropped. He
I
was
think
name
it's Josh
dropped.
Alexander.
Oh,
And-
boo. I mean, he was the Impact World Champion for a little bit, but
Yeah,
like again,
yeah,
who
but-
watches that? Nobody.
And his contract's up.
Hmm.
And
would
there's
they-
already been articles that he's
think he
not going
looks
to
pretty
be at
scary.
pay-per-view.
Does he?
Yeah,
does-
but what-
do they put him back with Ethan
Yeah, with
Page then as a
Homepage.
tag team
Yeah.
or what? Because I mean,
Is
that was
the North.
yeah,
That was the
'cause-
North.
Yeah, that was, and they were a good tag team. I thought they were a good tag team. Well, from what I've seen, at least
But
on Impact, I don't watch it.
I really don't know. It can be hell. Nobody's seen Christian coming, so
That's true. Damn, that's true. I don't
to be
know.
determined, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll discuss it next week.
It'll be
Yeah.
Brock. Brock's just gonna walk in AEW and just
Could you
murder
imagine? That would
everybody.
be fucking hilarious, dude.
Dude.
Be hilarious.
No.
What's Vince gonna do?
what if it's a swerve? What if it's Cody What if it's Cody re-signed because he was a free agent?
Oh,
Oh,
you told it first.
you want to talk about a heel, bro? They will boo that shit out the fucking building, dude.
Yeah, dude. They will.
They
be like,
will
nah.
boo that shit out the building.
Cam, if it is Cody, I definitely will honor those 5 bonus points, bro.
Hilarious.
It's gonna be hilarious.
Because that shit would piss me off.
Yeah, that would be.
But that would be the whole thing,
It's only
right?
smoke and mirrors.
That'd be clever. I'm not gonna lie, because that would stir the pot a lot.
Yeah, because again, he puts the spotlight on himself, and he has this big, like, almost like LeBron's decision type of shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just get hated by everybody.
Oh, that should be.
Take
And
my
then he comes
talents
out.
to
Hey,
South.
and then he comes out still trying to baby face it up. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah,
That would
dude.
be.
Yeah, mega baby face. Everybody just booing
Yeah.
the shit out of him. But if he holds true, I mean, shit, who knows? We'll see.
Yeah,
Like I said, just deflect that energy to your opponent, not the fans. You know what I mean?
for sure.
How you do it?
Or just keep the same energy and deflect it to the fans as well. You know, who
Yeah.
knows? But just keep the same thing.
This is all about that energy. You got to keep it going. You got to keep it moving.
Yep.
So,
Well, we
with
got
that being said, guys.
yeah, we got Elimination Chambers next week, y'all.
Yeah,
Next
there
weekend.
it is. Saudi.
Yep, the 19th.
Jeddah.
That shit gonna be on at like noon my time.
30 in the afternoon.
That's fine. It's Saturday. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
cool
at
with
least
it.
it's on a fucking weekend for a change.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Saturday?
It's on a
coming
Saturday,
Yeah,
yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah, it's Saturday, bro.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Shit, I might come on down for that. We might,
Oh, come on down.
I mean, if that's okay. I mean, if it's still gonna be in the afternoon, shit, I can still get to work on time.
Gee.
Hey,
I know, right?
so if you guys would so graciously allow me, I'd like to bring up a theory.
Oh, okay. Bring
All
it
right.
up.
Give it a big
So,
screen, Mike.
Nikki A.S.H. I know we all love and adore the almost superhero. Here's my thought.
Yeah.
Me and Mikey MacD over here were having a conversation about how she needs to be like multiple personality crazy Nikki A.S.H., right?
Yeah.
So like sometimes she comes out as a superhero. Sometimes she comes out as her old self. Sometimes she comes out as a Charlotte-like character with fucking extensions and
Based
makeup
on who
and
she's fighting?
sparkliness. Do you think we need a female Mick Foley type character
I'm in.
in WWE right now?
I wouldn't
Do you
argue
think
against it.
I would love to
that
see
would go
that.
over more than what she's currently doing.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like this
100%.
almost hero.
You get a standing
character.
ovation for that because you know what? Never in my wildest dreams would I have ever thought someone would be a female version of a Mick Foley character. But if anybody can pull that off, it'd be Nikki.
I
Yeah,
think
I
so.
agree.
Especially the way she kind of attacked. Oh God, please, the name is
Molly.
escaping me.
Molly Holly.
Molly, thank you.
Yeah.
Like that whole, and she's playing like this jealous heel, and I think she's gonna snap. You know what I mean? And if they make it so that she just, like sometimes she's good, sometimes she's bad, she's off her rocker, she's this, she's that. Yeah, like if she's fighting a certain person.
I really like that idea, dude. And I really think it would work because then she could get 3 entries into the Royal Rumble just like Mick did.
Oh my
and then,
God.
you know what I'm saying? So
That'd be
I don't know,
hilarious.
dude. I think that would be
So I know we
that
have
would fit her
Definitely run that.
character perfectly.
yes. So I know everybody
throw off
is
the Hell in a
subscribed
Cell?
and listening to us at MACKDOWN Podcast. So those listening, please push that storyline.
Yeah. Bipolar Nikki.
Bipolar Nikki. I think that needs to be a thing, and I think it would be over.
Wait till they throw her
Well,
off.
it wouldn't
the
really
Hell
be
in a Cell.
bipolar though, would it? It would be more like
Split personality.
yeah. That's
She'd
what
be
I was
more
saying.
like
Yeah, I guess.
schizophrenic.
Schizophrenic. There you go. But that would be hilarious because, like, if Charlotte's in the ring and then her music hits and she comes out and she's all glammed up with
Yeah.
the fucking like robe or whatever, the cat suit that Charlotte likes to wear. You know what I mean?
Totally.
And then when it's Rhea, she could be like that, like the Sanity,
Mm-hmm.
the Nikki, where she comes out all just crazy as fuck. You know what I mean?
Exactly, where she's
Yelling
just
and screaming
screaming,
Scottish
making-
Gaelic.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, that's my thought.
Yeah, I like
Like
it.
I said, I told Mike it's not necessarily a segment we need to add, but I feel like if we have like a thought like this or a storyline that we think could be done differently or a character that could be
Rebooked a little bit.
rebooked a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good way to, instead of just being like, oh, by the way, now your name's fucking Gunther. It's
Dewdrop.
a fucking perfect way to transition characters.
Yeah,
in a way.
and if
you know
you're
what I
going to
mean?
transition a character like Gunther, give us a couple weeks
Right.
into that storyline, that name change. Like, tell us why you're telling you change. You know, because like I said earlier, just don't just throw it at us and hit us in the face with it. You know what I
Right.
mean? Just kind of roll the ball to us. Slow it down, man. Fuck. Isn't that is
Roll the ball to us.
yeah, dude? Shit.
They can still kind of do that in a way with a story, but like what you're saying with Nikki's character, it should be a schizophrenia character, not even Mankind. That was just a character. It wasn't like an alter ego.
It was.
It kind of was though because of like
Yeah.
Dude Love and.
But
then,
they never stressed schizophrenia is what I'm saying.
Oh no, they did. Yeah, no, they didn't say. I think like Hunter mentioned it in promo or like Mick. Like, what are you, some kind of
Like, you
schizo or
crazy?
some shit? Yeah,
He's like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
yeah.
So I
But
don't-
They
They-
could
yeah.
emphasize that with her character.
And
Yeah.
I think it would be
Characters.
perfect because she was so crazy in that first
Sanity
initial.
group,
yeah,
yeah.
So
Yeah,
I think for
she
her
had the-
specifically, it would work.
Yeah,
And
she
I
could
think-
pull that off.
Yes.
Shayna, that match with Shayna was the proof in the pudding. Shayna put her in the in the choke, and she's smiling as she's
Yeah.
going to sleep.
Yeah, dude, it's perfect.
Like-
It's you can draw parallels to the whole thing. You know what I mean? And not in the sense of like the crazy bump taking and all that, but just character wise only. There's a lot of
No,
similarities.
Throw her
and-
off Hell in a Cell.
Well, think about
right
it.
off of that shit.
And Dude Love is the literal exact fucking opposite. And so like her
Which, yeah, Nikki
her stupid
A.S.H.
I am a super is the literal exact fucking opposite of her Sanity character. So I just think for me that would be a good way to re-legitimize her character a little bit, not make her so much of a fucking joke. Because I really,
Yeah.
really did like her
She's good.
previously. I know.
She's great in the
For
ring.
know.
like
man.
the third character, it could be someone from
It could be
from her
herself.
indie days.
It could just be her.
A
It could just
different
be
character
her.
that she never had before WWE.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a totally different. Yep. Like I said, Glam Squad fucking Nikki. Like we've
Yeah,
never seen.
dude.
You know what I mean?
That'd be
So,
hilarious.
Anyway.
I think that would work, man.
But thank you for allowing me that
Maybe a
time. That's what I
clueless
wanted to say.
Well, real quick, just so Mike, something I read. You'll love this. They filmed 9 therapy sessions for Alexa.
Oh,
So get
my
used
God.
to it.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're gonna guess what? They're gonna say the exact same shit they've been saying. Like, there's been no progression to this, has there?
No.
Has there been any progression to this other than the? Well, how do you feel today? How do you feel today, Alexa? Here's
he
Lily.
brought
What
in-
do you think about
he brought in
Lily?
He brought Lily in finally, but other than that,
They've been
no.
talking about Lily though. That's the thing. They just finally gave her like the physical replica, and then she's like
Yeah.
acting like
Well, she's not on your team anymore, so thank God for that.
Thank God. 1 point a week for 9 fucking weeks, dude. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Good.
Dude, they're not rolling the ball to us there. They're just like, I'm gonna just place it here.
Yeah,
in
I'm
front
just
of
gonna
me.
set it right here.
You come over here.
Hey,
Bring it over
her
here.
her and Veer are in a turtle race.
Oh no
Who's getting the
shit.
Raw?
Dude,
Who's
I don't
getting
think
the
he's
Raw
ever going to
quicker?
show up, dude. I honestly, legit, at this point, I don't think he's going to show up.
Dude, that's gonna be like that. Oh god damn it! As soon as I go to say their name, I forget about it. But how they like were repackaging that girl like Emelina or whatever the fuck her name was.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
And they're like, get ready for
Emma.
Emelina. Blah, blah, blah. And then she literally came out onto like the ramp and then turned the fuck around and went backstage and like never showed back up again.
No, she did.
No,
She
it was
showed back
weird,
up
though.
As herself.
But that's what
Go
I'm
back
saying
into-
though. It was almost
Maybe
like
once or twice. And
they
then she was
literally
gone.
were like, here she comes, get ready for this new person, get ready for this new person. Came out one time. And then they're like,
yeah, and
nah,
didn't
we don't
she
like
say
that.
like I'm Emma, like I'm Emma.
Yeah,
some
she said like
shit.
one fucking thing, and then they're like, we don't like that. Never
Well, and
mind,
you know,
just
here,
fucking-
here would be the thing with Veer. If they did like packages, because like this is WWE's way now of going. Well, look, we're you tell us that you want us to fucking do storytelling, and you like all these backstage or all these vignettes, like 12 weeks of vignettes. It's like, yeah, it was great when they were actually on there. So like Jeff Jarrett, if you guys remember back in the day, we're dating ourselves, but when Jeff Jarrett first came into WWE, at the time, dude, they did like 12 fucking weeks of vignettes for him. But every vignette was something different. He was somewhere different. He was doing this, doing that. He was talking. They were, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Okay, if you're going to do that, great. Fine. Because now you're leading me. It's like, okay, goddamn, is this dude ever going to show up? But he keeps talking shit.
Right.
Veer, they
this
just
is him.
keep...
This is him.
Same promo.
Yeah, he just turns and they got the long hair, but that's it. But they keep showing they just keep showing like old match footage from like Main Event or Superstars, because apparently he's on Main Event all the fucking time. Like he's on every dark match on Monday Night Raw pretty much. So
Let him come to the goddamn. Like, let him on TV.
but that's
for
what I'm
fuck's
saying.
sake.
Like this is not telling a good story. You're not making me excited to want to see this guy. You just keep showing literally the same video package every single Monday night. It's
Yeah.
the same exact one. Nobody gives a shit anymore. Like Veer
Watch,
who?
he's gonna come out and he's gonna rival Braun Breaker for the
No,
NXT
dude.
title.
He's
No, he's
gonna
coming
be
to
at
the main
Raw.
roster,
He's
yeah.
gonna be on Raw, bro.
Yep.
No. He's gonna be on Raw in that promo, but he's gonna beat Braun Breaker in the background for the title. So when he comes to Raw, he's gonna be the new NXT champion.
What?
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 Why he's going to be on Raw though?
That sounds like some WWE shit right there.
That's
He's
some
saying that's some
shit.
WWE
Yeah, I
shit right
mean-
there.
Whatever.
You're not wrong, I guess. All right,
Hey,
well.
I watched the program, people. I watched the program.
But shit, I think we're done here.
I think we are done
Yes.
I don't think we really have anything else to do
here. Yep.
or to say.
AJ's already eaten, so we know he's hungry.
Yep.
I'm getting hungry too.
Hey, I got some trail mix, some keto
Yeah.
trail mix stuff.
Getting back hard on that keto.
I am, man. I need to just lose like 15 pounds and I'm done.
There you go.
So,
All right.
y'all.
Oh,
Well, let's
that being
wrap this
said-
bitch up.
well, for that being said, I'm AJ. Thank you, Mr. B. Thank you,
Thank
Kimmy.
you.
Yes.
Thank you, the MD.
That's me.
And once again, brought to us via the Great South, Cam.
Cam's the
I'm
silent one
AJ.
today.
Follow us at MACKDOWN Podcast.
Like, comment, subscribe,
see
share, the whole thing.
Do
All
all
of it.
that and above. And we will see you next week. If you don't mind, ring the damn bell.
Ring it.
Bye, y'all.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah. That was a good one.
I knock and chomp. And just look, microphone.
Hey, bro, you can't be stealing my gimmick, bro. I'm the eater.
I'm the eater.
I'm the eater, he says.
I ain't noticed I eat every show.
Yeah, exactly. AJ's always just hungry. Like, you can't be eating
I'm
as
hungry,
well.
and then you're
You need to just
eating
be
it.
like-
I'm like, oh
I'm
my
always
God.
drumming.
Yeah.
You're triggering him.
Yeah, it's like, don't be doing that.
It's hilarious.
I was eating some Popeyes today.
Oh, man. Popeyes is good.
Yeah.
Speaking of eating,
He's like, I'm gone. I'm going to go make some food, too.
yeah, I'm getting hungry.
Okay, listen.